Ladies and gentlemen, let's meet the teams with our Avera Orthopedics starting lineups. First up, here are your Brookings Bobcat cheerleaders. Lucy Sinsma, Katie Marshall, Kate Struck, Bodie Twani, Layla Erickson, Cammie Erickson, Brooklyn Ballas, Kennedy Ryan, Logan Riegel, Mia Kulino, Tiana McClemens, Harley Kuchermeister, and head coach Hannah Simmonsman. Now, here is the starting defensive lineup for the Aberdeen Golden Eagles. At defensive tackle, a senior, number 75, Felipe Gonzalez. At defensive end, a senior, number 60, Jackson Henry. At defensive end, number 12, Jack Birch. At linebacker, a junior, number 80, Braden Tim. At linebacker, a junior, number 23, Owen Ward. At linebacker, a senior, number 2, Joey Dahlman. And at linebacker, a junior, number 5, Jace Byron. At safety, a senior, number 3, Mason Nyes. At safety, a junior, number 10, Bennett Eisenbeis. At corner, a junior, number 20, Evan Signaller. And at corner, a senior, number 19, Braxton.
You fired up? Yeah. Nowadays I get what I want. Lately been spinning a bag. Addicted to getting that cash. Addicted to popping them tags. Money was made for the sad. Now my ex be calling back. Saw me come up out the random. Didn't wait long, now that throwing tantrum. First fell in love when I fell into fame. In my DMs talking about hey handsome. I know if they hate me and want me for ransom. It's nothing new, I won't give it to that. I eat the hate up and spit it right back. My lyrics like bullets, I'm shooting yo. Women come and go with the cash. You gon' learn and learn it fast. They gon' fold them to ass. I get my medicine straight out the bag. I'm a prospect, not from Earth. I feel like a Martian. Matter of fact, that came from a starship. My bed feel like a coffin. Not waking up. If I run into ops, I'm off. I don't know if.
At guard, a senior, number 71, Michael Nelson. At center, a senior, number 78, Dylan Reynolds. At guard, senior, number 60, Brady Caraway. At tackle, a senior, number 53, Ty David. At tight end, a senior, number 10, Bergen Tetzlaff. At fullback, a senior, number 22, Dre Harris. At running back, a senior, number 4, Gus Armenta. A wide receiver, a junior, number 14, Ezra Idom. A wide receiver, a junior, number 19, Casey Schneider. And your quarterback, a senior, number 11, Gavin Anderson. The Bobcats are coached by Cole Bratterman, Tyler Schneider, Connor Lambert, Darren Moore.
The Hall of Fame game tonight, our halftime is going to be a little longer than normal because of the Hall of Fame game. They're going to announce all the Hall of Fame inductees. We'll talk about that during halftime as well. Time for the introduction of officials, brought to you by Consumer Protection. Our head referee tonight, Tom Peniston. Our umpire, Ryan Etherington. Dave Schiefen will be the head linesman. Troy Hansen will be the line judge. Brett Dobbins will be the back judge. Field judge will be Court Hansen. And the side judge will be Jason Mack. That's our introduction of officials, brought to you by Consumer Protection. And a beautiful night for football, Alec Johnson.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, good, great crowd as well. Like Carter had mentioned during the radio pregame, home opener. Energy's there, the crowd's here, great student section. You love to see that. Now, if they can come out and, like we said, play like they did in Mitchell, it's going to make for one heck of a football night.
Absolutely. We're getting the coin toss here. We'll figure out who gets the ball first, and then we'll do our starting lineups. And our Where's the Beef? The introduction of the starting lineman, brought to you by Back Alley Meats. Moments away, just awaiting the kickoff here. The captains for the Brookings Bobcats are out there. And the captains for the Aberdeen Central Golden Eagles. There's the toss. Looks like Aberdeen Central won, judging by the referee's body language. And so we're figuring out which end they want to go to here. It looks like Aberdeen Central, I think, deferred, if I read everybody's body.
Aberdeen has won the toss and has deferred. Brookings will receive. Good luck, gentlemen.
Brookings will be going right to left from our vantage point here in the press box at Dana J. Dykow Stadium. Aberdeen Central back left to right. All right, it's time for the starting lineup, and we're going to start with the Where's the Beef? Introduction of starting linemen, brought to you by Back Alley Meats. For the Bobcats, across that line, the left tackle, number 53, Ty Yeager, 6', 215-pound senior. Brady Caraway, number 60, the left guard, 5'11", 215-pound senior. At center, Dylan Reynolds, a 6'1", 265-pound senior, wearing number 78. Number 71, the right guard, Michael Nelson, a 6'2", 235-pound senior. And at right tackle, number 70, Carson Lohr, 6'3", 225-pound senior. Quarterback, Gavin Anderson, 6', 180-pound senior, number 11. Wide receiver, Ezra Edom, number 14. He is a 5'10", 155-pound junior. In the backfield, we'll have Ben Schulte, a 5'9", 185-pound sophomore. Number 28. Number 22, Jay Harris, a 6', 205-pound senior. Gus Armenta will play quite a bit tonight as well. He may actually get the start. 5'10", 185-pound senior, number 4, Gus Armenta. And Kingston Schneider, number 19, a wide receiver, 5'11", 160-pound junior, taking the place of Alex Wainman, who unfortunately going to be done for the season, wheeling himself around on a cart on the sideline with a big cast on his right foot after surgery. Hate to see that for that young man. Here's the opening kick. It's a high and short, and it'll be taken at the 20 and across the 25 to the 27-yard line, about a 7-yard return for Jude Meandering. And that is where the Bobcats will start their first drive. So a pretty decent field position for the Bobcats after the kick. And they'll get started from their own 27. Ball on the right hash. Bobcats going right to left from our vantage point here. Time to take a look at the temp of the game. Dropped a few degrees. 78. Still feels like 80 though. Temp of the game is brought to you by Active Heating. Thanks to Active Heating for bringing us the temp of the game. At the start of tonight's contest, in the gun, Gavin Anderson running back to his right. And he hands it off and lowering his shoulder. I think that was Gus Armenta struggling for 1 yard. It was Gus Armenta. First carry of the game, just a yard, so 2nd and 9 upcoming. You heard Coach Justin Breezy for the Aberdeen Central Golden Eagles talking about how they wanted to control the line of scrimmage, as did Coach Gordon for the Bobcats. Coach Gordon said they want to try to get into that third level of the defense. That makes the Golden Eagles uncomfortable. They don't want to have to rely on that third level. I backfield behind Anderson, who's under center, wide receiver to his left, the wide side of the field, the near side. And he's going to hand it off to Armenta again, who was hit immediately there to take him down. Immediately was number 2, Joey Dahlman, 6'1", 225-pound linebacker. His 10th tackle of the season, so he moves into double digits with that tackle, and it's going to be 3rd and 10 after a loss of 1. Bobcats' first 2 plays, 1 yard forward on the first play, 1 yard back on the second play. Just underway here. You hear the Brookings crowd getting it going, their first chance to do that at home this year. Student section is raucous. Anderson going to under center again with an I backfield. Harris is the fullback. Armenta the I back. Wide receiver out to his right, the short side of the field. Going to fake the handoff. Rolling out to his right is Anderson. Going to throw on the run, and it's out of bounds, incomplete. Intended for Kingston Schneider, and it's incomplete. So it'll be a 3 and out for the Bobcats, and the Golden Eagles will have the ball back after a punt. Drew Johnson out to kick it away for the Bobcats. Carson Borg, the deep man for Aberdeen Central, standing on his own 39. Drew Johnson standing on his own 11. Snap coming from the 27. Gets the snap, gets it away, a good kick, and there's some pressure. Bounces at the 46. Good Brookings bounce across the 40, across the 35, down at about the 33-yard line. It's going to be a 40-yard punt for the Bobcats, and they'll give the Golden Eagles the ball at their own 33-yard line. So the Golden Eagles coming out 0-2 on the year. Braden Bowman, number 12, 6'2", 180-pound senior is their quarterback. This is a running team. You heard Coach Breezy talking about that in the pregame interview. They like to run the ball. And in the pistol is Bowman. And he hands it off to Waldo. Waldo looking for room, lowers his head, gets out to about the 35, maybe 35 and a half. Being a 3 or 3.5 there. Joey Dahlman with the carry, excuse me. It's 22, not 2. Or 2 rather, not 22. So it's going to be second, and they're going to call that 4. It's not quite 4, but it's close. 4-yard gain, 2nd and 6 coming up. They've got to get to the 42 for a first down. Through 4 wide, 3 to the left of Bowman, 1 to the near side. The wide side for him is right, and he's in the pistol. Back to pass, and a whistle before they get to playoff. It was going to be a pass. Whistle comes from the far sideline. We'll await the call here from our head referee, Tom Peniston.
Dead ball, false start, offense. Number 22, 5-yard penalty, 2nd down.
Lee Waldo getting started early. A little excited. Yeah, maybe his first time playing on the turf at Dana J. Dyke House. Big, intimidating building. So it's going to be 2nd and long. Ball back at the 31. You've got to get to the 42. So 2nd and 11. 4 wide, 2 to either side for Bowman. He's in the pistol. He's back to pass. Throws out to his left, and it is caught. There to take the runner down immediately is number 6, Otto Eidsness. Gain of just a couple, maybe 3. But it'll be 3rd and long for Aberdeen Central. Carson Borg, I believe, was the receiver. Caught it and was taken down immediately. Calling it a gain of 3. 3rd and 8 coming up. Coming up on 8.5 to play here, first quarter. I want to say thanks to Pepsi for being a sponsor of high school sports here on the Brookings Radio Sports Network. 4 wide, 3 to the right, the near side, the wide side of the field for Bowman. Now a man in motion right to left. And he's going to start going. It looked like Canadian football right there.
He had that running start.
Dead ball, false start, offense. Number 75, 5-yard penalty, 3rd down.
Man in motion took off early too. They're actually going to call it on the left tackle, Felipe Gonzalez, the big man, 6'3", 300-pound senior, number 75. Once you get that momentum leaning, it's hard to keep that 300 pounds.
You can't just stop, yeah.
Just moving forward.
And he's sort of flinching or moving.
Yep.
They're going to spot you.
So the same set here for the Golden Eagles. In the pistol is Bowman, man in motion, right to left. And he's going to throw. The man was in motion, was moving forward again early, I think. Didn't get caught last time. I think he got caught this time. I don't see any flags, but I did hear a whistle.
Heard a whistle as well. Oh, there they dropped it, but and they're moving back, so.
Dead ball, snap infraction, offense, 5-yard penalty, 3rd down.
I believe that was on Paxton Ewing, number 19. Did it 2 plays in a row. They just didn't catch him on the first one. They caught the left tackle. So 3rd and very long. Ball back on the 24. Got to get to the 42. So 3rd and 18. 4 wide, this time 3 to the left, and man in motion left to right. There's the snap to Bowman. Looks into the flat, now comes back to the right side. Has Paxson across the 25, and he's going to get across the 30, now driven back by a host of Bobcats. Gained out to the 31, a gain of 7, but not nearly enough for a first down, and the Golden Eagles will have to punt it back to the Bobcats. They went 3 and out, but they played a lot of plays because they had penalties. We've got an injury.
Officials timeout for injury.
It's back, and as the trainers attend to him, we'll take a quick break. Scoreless here early, 7:43 to go in the first quarter. We'll take a break here. Bobcats football powered by Brookings Auto Mall and presented by Cubby Sports Bar and Grill on the Brookings Radio Sports Network. Back here to action at Dana J. Dykhouse Stadium. It's a punt upcoming. And it's a low punt and fair caught at the 40-yard line for the Bobcats by Jude Meandering. Punter for the Golden Eagles, number 5, Jace Byram. The injured player, by the way, was number 52, Zach Hageman. Looked like it was a cramp, and he got up and came off under his own power, so that was good to see. Brookings band in full play. Mid-season form.
It was so good to listen to.
When I showed up to get on the bus for the Sturgis trip, they were out there practicing.
Oh, in the summer too, every baseball practice.
You know what?
They were in the parking lot putting in the hours.
I think I lied. It was before the Mitchell game, so not quite as early in the morning. But hand off to Gus Armenta. He has nothing going. A couple of defenders there. Jackson Henley going to end up with the tackle. Also there helping out was Jack Birch, the other defensive end. Both defensive ends in on the play there. Bobcats unable to get the running game going early on here. Loss of 2, 2nd and 12.
And that's what Coach Gordon said in that pregame interview with you, that D-line and linebackers, the front and middle, I mean, they play well, and we've seen that here as through late. I mean, Armenta 3 carries for -2 yards, so expect Brookings here to hopefully throw in a little play action or something, because the rush game as of now not working in their favor.
In the pistol is Anderson, 4 wide, 2 to either side. Armenta behind him. Here's the snap, looking to his right. Double clutch as it goes out for Tetzloff. Has him across midfield and struggling forward maybe for a couple of extra yards. They're going to put him at the 46-yard line. 16-yard gain through the air. And when you're struggling offensively, try to get it to Bergen Tetzloff. It's not a bad plan.
It's never a bad guy to throw to.
Future Jackrabbit. Sounds like, the word is, this is not official, that he's going to be playing defensive end.
I heard defense. Yep. But again,
I don't know
with how big and strong he is come next fall,
Yeah.
don't be surprised if he's just another tight end prospect.
Yeah, no kidding.
From the Rabbits.
It'd be hard to keep him off the field on offense. He's good. Good player. 2 wide to the right, short side of the field, off to Armenta, right up the gut. Hit immediately, driven back, but he got to the line of scrimmage with the forward progress. We're inside 6 to play here in the first quarter. 2nd and 10 coming up for the Bobcats as they got their first down of the game on their second possession. And they moved into plus territory on the 46 of the Aberdeen Central Golden Eagles. I want to say thanks to Right Angle Construction for being a sponsor of high school sports here. Ezra Idom in the slot to the right. Also Kingston Schneider. He's wide out. It's the short side of the field to the right of Anderson. He's in the gun. with Armenta to his right and H-back Harris to his left. Hand off to Gus Armenta, avoids a tackle, cuts it up, and lost the ball. I think it bounced right back to him. Luckily, he did a good job just getting back to the line of scrimmage, avoided several tacklers, and then got hit, juggled it, but it bounced right back to him. 3rd and 10 coming up. Gus is quick, and if he can get out in the open field, he has trouble. The Golden Eagles have done a good job bottling him up here in the first quarter. So 3rd and 10 coming up. Long 10. They may have lost a half yard there. Got to get to the 36. Harris in motion. Left to right is the H-back. 2 wide receivers to the right of Anderson. Fakes the handoff, running to his right on the play action, throwing on the run. The ball is tipped and hauled in. But was he in bounds? They're going to say no, incomplete. Good bobbling catch, but just couldn't keep his feet in bounds. That was, I believe, was that Owen Ward out there? No, wait, that was number 20, not number 23. And that is Evan Sickmiller. So he bobbled it around, spun around, caught it, but just was unable to keep his feet in bounds. Well, the Bobcats did get a first down, but they're going to have to punt it away. Punt returners for the Golden Eagles are Carson Borg, number 11, and number 13, JL Avilas. And it's fair caught at the 19-yard line by Borg. 26-yard punt. The Golden Eagles will start fairly deep in their own territory here. We're going to put the ball right on the 20. 1st and 10 from there. I'd like to say thanks to Boa's Construction for being a sponsor of high school sports here on the Brookings Radio Sports Network. 4 minutes and 30 seconds to go here in the first quarter. We are scoreless. 1 first down. That was by the Bobcats on the previous offensive possession. The Golden Eagles have it back, looking to improve upon their first possession. They went 3 and out as well.
I thought, Felipe Gonzalez, 6'3", 300, but now they also brought into the line number 76, Blake Madsen, 6'3", 350.
Yeesh. They go with the double wing set, the much dreaded double wing set, and they pitch to the left side, to the right H-back. Carter Lust with the carry. 5'9", 160-pound junior. His first carry of the game is for no gain. 2nd and 10 coming up. Nice job by the right side of that Bobcats defense, staying home and keeping that one penned in. Well, 2nd and 9. I guess they gave him a yard. 4 wide this time, so wildly different sets here for the Golden Eagles in the first quarter. Man in motion right to left, so now 2 wide receivers on either side. In the pistol rather. Hands off to Dahlman, left side. He sprints across the 25, out to the 27. It's a gain of 6. That'll be 3rd and 3. Dahlman, a big running back, 6'1", 225 pounds as a senior. So he's a load to bring down. 3rd and 3. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw Dahlman again. It was the best run of the night for the Golden Eagles. Coming up on 3 to play. Thanks to Brookings Health System being a sponsor of high school sports here. Appreciate you very much. Now they go back to the double wing set. A tight set, actually, with a 1 H-back and an offset backfield. And we had a jump, I believe, on that left end. And I think that was number 4, Josh David.
Good ball. Ball start. Offense. Number 9 and number 80. 5-yard penalty. 3rd down.
Weird looking number 9. It could be a 4 from this distance. But it's number 9, Jack Birch, who jumped. Well, the Bobcats catch a break. Penalties hurting the Golden Eagles here early.
Yeah, they're 4th. All on those false starts, and then they've come at good times for Brookings, like you mentioned, just a 3rd and 3. Now turns into a much more favorable 3rd and 8 for that Bobcat defense.
3 wide for Bowman in the pistol. 2 to his left, the short side of the field. Now an H-back in motion right to left. And back to pass, looking to his left, goes to his man and sails him wide and behind him. And incomplete. I think that was Paxton Ewing, the intended receiver, but it's incomplete. And another 3 and out for the Golden Eagles. They'll have to punt it back to the Bobcats. Bobcats subtly winning the field position game here early.
Yeah, they again should get really good field position here now if they can just do something offensively. Again, have that 1 first down on the pass to Bergen. Rushing game hasn't been there yet. Obviously, they're going to keep trying it, but again, should get good field position here after the punt.
Byram with the punt. They went after it, didn't get to it. Good punt. It's going to bounce at the 35, take an Eagles bounce across the 30, 25, down at the 23-yard line.
Really good punt.
Yeah.
Punt by number 5, chased by
51-yard punt. Ball at the 23 for the Bobcats. So a good punt for them.
As Brookings High School is proud to welcome 5 members into the Bobcat Hall of Fame.
Make that a 55-yard punt. Checking my math there. So a good punt for the Golden Eagles, and the Bobcats don't have quite as good field position as we anticipated. Anderson in the pistol, 4 wide, 2 to either side. Armenta behind him. There's the snap, back to pass. Anderson rolling out to his right, gonna throw over the middle, has Tetzloff across the 35, the 40, lowers his shoulder, struggles forward out near the 48-yard line. A gain of 25 on 1st and 10. Just like that, the Bobcats are out near midfield.
Again, great play there by Gavin Anderson to roll out to the right. And the good thing about him being such a mobile quarterback, you have to expect that he is almost going to run that, but great awareness by him. Saw Tetzloff across the middle, like we mentioned. Always a great guy to throw to. Huge play there for the Bobcats, getting just about into Aberdeen territory.
He threw it kind of against his body on the run. That was an accurate throw. Good throw by Gavin Anderson. He's looked good the last couple of weeks. In the pistol again, 4 wide, 2 to either side. Armenta behind him. There's the snap, back to pass, throwing out to his right, and he has his man. Kingston Schneider avoids tacklers across the 40 to around the 38-yard line, and just like that, 14-yard gain for Kingston Schneider. So 2 plays, 2 first downs for the Bobcats. All of a sudden, they're moving it. Ball at the 38. 1st and 10 into the Golden Eagles territory for the second time here in the first quarter. Inside 2 minutes to go here in quarter number 1. Bobcats have gone away from the run, and it's in their first 2 plays here this possession. It's looked like a good strategy. 4 wide again, same set for the Bobcats. Anderson in the pistol. And he's going to be back to throw. Flushed out to his right, going to tuck it and run. Avoids tacklers. He's got a first down, I believe. He slid and then got hit as he was sliding. I think he picked up 11 there. And it's going to be another first down. 3 plays, 3 first downs for the Bobcats on this drive, and they're threatening.
And again, when you have a mobile quarterback like that, it's just so nice that he can roll out to left or right, doesn't matter. We've seen he's been able to throw the ball, obviously, his last 2 completions to Schneider and Tetzloff, but then he's also able to take himself 11-yard gain. He's just so quick, and his agility to go back and forth like that is huge. Great play there by Anderson.
This jump cut as well from the outside to the inside on the defender out there in open field. 1st and 10, 2 wide to the right side of the field, the short side. For Anderson, he's in the gun. Hands off to Armenta. And he's going to be hit, swallowed up, taken down by Joey Dahlman. May have ground out a yard there. It's been tough sledding for Gus Armenta in the backfield here in this first half, first quarter. Gus is not big, but he's been taking a pounding. He's 5'10", 185. Too wide to the right of Anderson in the gun. That's the short side of the field. Armenta to his right. H back to the left. That's Jay Harris. There's the snap. Low snap. Good job by Anderson getting it. Goes deep for Tetzloff. He's got him inside the 10, inside the 5. The ball came out. I believe he was down at the 3-yard line before the ball came out. 23-yard gain, and it's 1st and goal Bobcats with 1 second to go in the first quarter.
Just another great pass from Anderson. Nice route there by Tetzloff as well, but just the touch Gavin had on that throw to loft it up. And like we've said all night, you throw it anywhere in pretty much Bergen's vicinity. He's going to go up and he's going to get it. Nice touch pass there by Anderson Tetzloff to get it down to the 3-yard line.
That's the end of the first quarter. The Bobcats will have it first and goal from the 3 when we start the second quarter next. You're listening to Bobcats Football, powered by Brookings Auto Mall and presented by Cubby's Sports Bar and Grill on the Brookings Radio Sports Network.
Ladies and gentlemen, we would like to recognize our corporate sponsor, Avera Medical Group. Avera provides state-of-the-art medical care to highly trained physicians, experienced professional staff, and access to the entire Avera system. Step with your game with Avera Orthopedics, a future sports medicine provider for Brookings High School athletics. Experts to support your every move with technology, orthopedic care, and sports medicine. Make your move to Avera Orthopedics. Visit avera.org/orthopedics to learn more. And go Bobcats.
Bobcats football, powered by Brookings Auto Mall and presented by Cubby's Sports Bar and Grill. Well, we're going to flip ends here. Bobcats will be going left to right in the second quarter from our vantage point in the press box, along with Alec Johnson. I'm Barry Hine. Appreciate you being along for Friday Night Football here on the Brookings Radio Sports Network. Thanks to Jeff Hine back in the Brookings Radio Sports Network studio for engineering, doing a great job back there as well. 12 minutes up on the clock here in the second quarter, and the Bobcats are threatening, and they're going to the Wildcat with Bergen Tetzloff in the shotgun. Heavy set right. Gets it. That's his blocks established. He's not going to run. He's going to throw it, and it may have gotten picked off. Bobcats got a little cute, and it may have did. It turned on him, and it's an interception in the end zone. Evan Sickmiller picks it off, and it's a huge play for the Golden Eagles. The Bobcats drove right down on that drive and got to the 3, and that's a huge turnover.
And again, first down, you like the idea, like you said, got almost a little trick play. That's just where Bergen kind of has to see if Harris isn't completely wide open, then you just keep it. I mean, you're on the 3-yard line. Bergen can likely get back to the 3-yard line. If not, you lose a yard or 2. But just like you had mentioned, just a crucial interception, one that they couldn't afford from that spot on the field, especially on first down.
And you just can't underthrow that.
Yeah,
Overthrow it if anything.
Exactly. If anything, incomplete pass, whatever it is. But exactly, to underthrow it when Jay, strong kid, doesn't have the size advantage, but still an underthrow, like you said, was the last thing you could have done.
Yeah. Could have actually. It looked like he was fairly open. I mean, he was at a half a step. Would have been had to be a pretty accurate throw. Hand off to Dahlman right up the middle. He's going to pick up a yard. For a second, rather a 9 from the 21 for the Golden Eagles after a gain of 1. There on the tackle for the Bobcats was number 21, Owen Hoppy. 8th tackle of the season for Owen. Inside 11.5 to play here in the second quarter. I want to say thanks to Anderson Insurance for being a sponsor of high school sports here. 4 wide for the Golden Eagles, 3 to the near side, the left of Bowman. He's in the pistol. Got a man in motion, left to right. So 2 wide receivers on either side. And they're going to hand it off to Dahlman, but we're going to get a whistle and a stoppage. Dahlman ran straight forward for a yard or 2 before being taken down, but that play is not going to count. We'll await the official call here from our
Dead ball.
Tom Penniston.
Ball start. Off.
Start.
80. 5-yard penalty. Second down.
Golden Eagles really hurting themselves with penalties here. That was on Graydon Tim, the tight end, number 80. 11:04 to go, and the Golden Eagles moving backward again. They are killing themselves with penalties here. So 2nd and 14 coming up here. After the loss of 5 on the penalty, ball back on the 16. We've got to get to the 30. 10:45 and counting to go here, second quarter. Here's the snap. Bowman back to pass, straight drop back, double clutches, throws out to the left side, has a man who just can't handle it on the near sideline. Would have been a big gain for Paxton Ewing. He was out across the 45. Would have been a huge gain. They would have been out near midfield, and it would have been 1st and 10. It's 3rd and 14. It's a good throw. Great throw. And Ewing just couldn't bring it in. If he got worried because he was worried about his footing on the sideline.
Close to the sideline, yep.
And it just bounced off his hands. So a break for the Bobcats. It's 3rd and 14. 10:32 to go. 4 wide, 2 to either side for the Golden Eagles. Bowman in the gun. They're running back to his left. Actually, he's going to go in the pistol, running back behind him. And he's going to do a straight drop back. He's going to go left hash. And nice play by Ezra Idem coming up and knocking it away. And it was intended for number 6, Carter Lust. Ezra Idem there to knock it away. And it's an incomplete pass. And it'll be another 3 and out for the Golden Eagles. So the Bobcats D comes out and does their job after the disappointing interception in the end zone.
Yeah, defense has been playing extremely well. And again, that last series, Brookings, the offense starting to flow now a little bit. Anderson looks well throwing and whatnot, so we'll see here again. Should get good field position, but again, I said that the last time, and it was a great Aberdeen punt. Hopefully it turns out a little better, and it looks like it will this time.
Low punt, Jude Meandering leaves it. It's going to roll, and the tip of the ball is going to be about right at midfield. It's about a 34-yard punt. So the Bobcats will have fantastic field position to start this drive as the offense. Gavin Anderson brings the troops back out for the Bobcats. 1st and 10 on the 50. Ball on the right hash. I want to say thanks to Brookings School District for being a sponsor of high school sports here. School district of which Alec Johnson is a part. 2nd grade?
First grade.
First grade.
Yep. My first year was 2nd grade, and I actually had Bergen Tetzloff and Jay Harris in
wow.
that very first class.
They've gotten bigger.
I've taught them everything they've known about football.
2 wide to the far side, to the wide side, left for Anderson, hand off to Armenta, and he's going to maybe grind out a yard. Gus running hard here early on, so it'll be 2nd and 9. As we tick inside 10 minutes to play here in the first half. So the ball in plus territory after the short gain. The Cats have been there 3 times now in Golden Eagles territory. They were inside the 5. They had the ball at the 3. And Bergen Tetzloff on a Wildcat play looked like he was going to run it. And they faked it and threw it, and it was picked off in the end zone. Anderson in the gun. There's the snap. Back to pass. Looking to his right. Now running to his right. And now he's going to be avoiding a tackler. And he threw the ball out of bounds.
Wow.
As he was going to the turf. Did they say he was down?
I think they're saying he's down. Yeah, one
Okay.
ref running the clock.
So he lost a yard back at the 50. It'll be a sack.
That was something.
Just trying to get off an incomplete pass so he didn't lose any yardage. Good job by the Golden Eagles defense corralling him there because he's a quick and speedy guy. Ball now on the right hash. Anderson looking over to the sideline, getting the play, now huddling with the rest of the offensive players. We're inside 9 to play here. The first half. Still scoreless. Both defense is playing pretty well. Bobcats did give the ball away inside their own, or inside the Golden Eagles 5. 4 wide, 3 to the far side of the field to the left of Anderson. Back to pass. Pump fakes. Now tucks it. He's going to take off. He's got some room. He's going to look for a block. He's going to get to the outside. He'll have the first down. And he'll be out of bounds at the 37-yard line. A gain of 13. And the Bobcats have a fresh set. Big play for Brookings.
Great block up there at the top by Ezra Idem. He saw Gavin. And again, it's so tough because Gavin's so good about knowing where that line of scrimmage is. Because he, again, almost looked like he wasn't going to cross it if he was going to throw it to Ezra. But as soon as he passed it, Ezra, excellent block to allow Gavin to get that first down on the scramble.
So it is 1st and 10, 8:33 to go. Clock is stopped. After he went out of bounds, so 1st and 10, ball at the 37. Under center, Anderson, eye backfield behind him, fakes the handoff, rolling out to his right, throws on the run, and did Bergen Tetzloff bring that in off of the turf? He'll be just shy, I believe, of a first down, but he did catch it. It's going to be 2nd and short, or maybe they'll give him the first down. They're going to give it to him. Got just enough. So another fresh set for the Brookings Bobcats. That was a tough catch by Bergen Tetzlaff. I don't know how he kept that off the turf. 8:23 to go, second quarter. Bobcats threatening again inside the 30 at the 27-yard line of the Golden Eagles. Want to say thanks to Stony Brook Sweets, being a sponsor of high school sports here. We roll up on 8 minutes to go here in the first half, still scoreless. Bobcats threatening once again. Too wide to the left of Anderson, the wide side of the field. That's the far side. Now we're going to get a whistle and a timeout.
Brookings.
By the Bobcats. We will take it with them. 8 minutes to go here, second quarter. 1st and 10 for the Bobcats from the 27 of the Golden Eagles. When we return, you're listening to Bobcats football on the Brookings Radio Sports Network. Bobcats football powered by Brookings Auto Mall and presented by Cubby Sports Bar and Grill. 1st and 10 for the Bobcats out of the timeout. The ball on the 27 of the Aberdeen Central Golden Eagles. And the Bobcats coming back out onto the field here. Gavin Anderson getting his helmet on a little late, but he's got it on, strapped up. 4 wide, 2 to the near side, 2 to the far side. Far side to the left of Anderson is the wide side of the field. Armenta behind him as he's in the pistol. There's the snap to Anderson. Back to pass. Throwing to the right off his back foot. And they were not on the same page as Tetzlaff was on a fly route. And it just falls on the turf behind him. An incomplete 2nd and 10 coming up. He must have been expecting Tetzlaff to do an out route.
Out route or something, yeah. But like
or a back shoulder throw, maybe?
Not on the same page at all. As, Anderson had to get rid of that quick as the Aberdeen D line was there, but just not in sync there on that one.
4 wide again, same set for the Bobcats. Anderson in the pistol. Comes the snap, looking to his right, throws quickly, has his man, Kingston Schneider, across the 20, struggling, getting down to about the 17 or 18-yard line. It's going to be about a yard shy of the first down. It'll be 3rd and 1. So a gain of 9 there. Kingston Schneider did a good job after the catch, avoiding a tackle, and just about came up with a first down. So the Bobcats need a yard, and they're going to go with the Wildcat. Bergen Tetzlaff will be in the shotgun, and now a timeout by the Golden Eagles, I believe.
Timeout. Aberdeen Central. Their first of the half.
Talk this out. They don't like the look of that Wildcat. Nope. I don't know if there's anything you can do from 1 yard out, but we'll see what they come up with. While they take a timeout, we'll take one with them. It's scoreless here. 7:24 to go. 3rd and 1 for the Bobcats on the 18 of the Aberdeen Central Golden Eagles. When we return, you're listening to Bobcats football, powered by Brookings Auto Mall and presented by Cubby Sports Bar and Grill on the Brookings Radio Sports Network. Bobcats football, powered by Brookings Auto Mall and presented by Cubby Sports Bar and Grill. 3rd and 1. Ball on the 18 of the Aberdeen Central Golden Eagles. And they're going to stick with the Wildcat set. Heavy set left. Right ahead, Tetzlaff lowers his shoulder, struggles, still struggling, down to about the 10-yard line. Needed 1 and got 8. 7:16 to go in the second quarter. That About as unstoppable a play as there is in high school football.
Yeah, I mean, like you said before the game, I'm assuming it's just as equivalent to the tush push that Hurts runs. I mean, like you said, you needed a yard there. He decided, I'll just pick up 10. But with the frame that he has, I mean, I think you could get a yard, I would say 99.9% of the time.
Yeah, yes. Yeah, that's pretty unstoppable. They're going to throw the sticks down. First and goal at the 10. Too wide to the wide side of the field to the left of Anderson. He's in the gun. Armenta to his left. Jay Harris, the H-back right. Hand off to Armenta. He's got some room. Lowers his shoulder. Finishes it off strong and at the 5-yard line. 5-yard run, best run of the night for Gus Armenta. He hops up excited. Like, hey guys, I found some room. Yeah, there's a little room on that one. I like that. So second and goal from the 5. Ball on the right hash. Bobcats in the second quarter going left to right from our vantage point here in the press box. They've been down inside the 5 earlier in this quarter. That's when Birgit Tetzloff threw the interception. Anderson in the gun. Too wide to the left. Fakes the handoff. Keeps it. And he's going to try to avoid a tackle. He's smothered and taken down hard. Tried to spin move. It didn't work. And there to take him down was Jack Birch, a 6'5", 225-pound senior. Him coming down on you like that's going to hurt. Anderson is up and fine. They lose a couple. Third and goal from the 7 now. I might run the Wildcat from here.
And Bergen just came off on that last play. I don't know if it was just...
Oh, yeah, he's got his helmet off.
I don't know if that's why he had to come off, if his helmet came off, or if he took himself. He looks fine, but...
Yeah, it looks like he's messing with that helmet or something, yeah. It might be an equipment issue. 4 wide for Anderson. He's in the pistol. Armenta behind him. Third and goal from the 7. There's the snap. We're going to get a whistle and a flag from the end zone. It's going to be a delay of game, so it'll be third and goal from the 12.
Delay game. Offense. 5-yard penalty. Third down.
I believe that's the first penalty against the Bobcats here in the game. It's a costly one, though. Pushes you back outside the 10 on third and goal. Ball at the 12. Anderson has them huddled up about the 18-yard line. And they break the huddle. Eagles going with a 5-man front here. In the pistol. Anderson, 4 wide. Tetzloff back in there. They get it to Tetzloff at the 10. He's going to avoid a tackle. Try to avoid another one, and he wins. As the Golden Eagles tacklers just didn't want anything to do with Birgit Tetzloff, and it's a 12-yard touchdown strike for the Bobcats. He would normally just run them over, but he realized, I don't think these guys want to tackle me. He just kind of sidestepped them both.
Instead, he kind of wanted to use his feet to juke out one guy. Saw another guy, said, I'll do the same to you. And then just in for a touchdown. Again, just the athleticism. Great throw, too, from Gavin. You can see just the connection that they have works wonders. So great play there. And Bobcats needed points there, even if it would have been a field goal. For how many times they've been in Aberdeen territory, huge for them to come away with 7 on that possession.
They do get the kick. It's good. Blake Cannigator with the snap. Baker Hansen with the hold, and Drew Johnson with the kick. 7-0 Brookings. 5:05 to go in the second quarter. We'll be back with the kickoff. Back to the Aberdeen Central Golden Eagles next. You're listening to Bobcats Football, powered by Brookings Auto Mall and presented by Cubby's Sports Bar and Grill on the Brookings Radio Sports Network. Bobcats football powered by Brookings Auto Mall and presented by Cubby's Sports Bar and Grill. 7-0 Brookings. You don't see that often as a quick out route on a third and goal from the 12 and just give it to him and say, hey, go score a touchdown, would you?
And that's my first thought was they were just going to try and get a few more yards to stay in field goal range for Drew Johnson when I saw him stop so quick. But then again, the out route, the catch, And then Bergen again with just his athleticism, juking out a couple guys into the end zone for an easy 6.
Drew Johnson kicks it short right, and it bounces across the 35, across the 30, and out of bounds. On the near sideline, they're watching it go out of bounds, making sure it didn't take a sharp cut back to the middle of the field was Owen Ward, number 23. So that'll be a penalty. Aberdeen Central will have a little better field position on this drive. 5:05 to go here in the first half. Want to say thanks to Century 21 Krogman and Company for being
Kick out of
sponsored.
bounds, kicking team. Receiving team has elected to put the ball in play at the 35-yard line, first down.
1st and 10 at the 35 of the Golden Eagles for Aberdeen Central. Braden Bowman back out there with the offense. 3 wide. 2 to his left, 1 to his right. He's in the pistol. Dahlman behind him as the running back. And they hand it off. Right side. Dahlman lowers his shoulder for a yard or 2. Looks like they're going to give him 2. It'll be 2nd and 8 coming up. Joey Dahlman running hard, but that defensive front for the Bobcats has done a good job keeping him in check tonight.
Yeah, his 4th carry, only 13 yards, and like you mentioned, for such a big body that he has, you'd think he'd be able to run over some guys, but the Brookings defensive line doing just as a good job as Aberdeen has done on Armenta.
Navigator goes 200. Hageman goes 205. Hoppy goes 205. So they come with a little heft. In the gun, Bowman, 3 wide. Looks like a quarterback sneak. It's actually a Wildcat coming up and making a nice tackle. Bergen Tetzloff for a minimal gain. He snuck a running back in there. Porter Lazensky is a backup quarterback and a defensive back. 5'10", 160-pound sophomore. And they were trying to sneak a play in there on the Bobcats. They were ready for it. 3rd and 7, rather 3rd and 8 coming up. Inside 4 to go, first half here. 3 wide for the Golden Eagles on a 3rd and long. Now running back goes, or excuse me, tight end goes in motion from left to right. They're going to pitch it out to Dahlman right side. He is going to run into a tackler and be taken down. And I believe that was, I think it was Phoenix Sather back out there.
Great tackle.
Got hurt a couple weeks ago. He's back out there. And he made a heck of a tackle out there on the edge. So 4th and 4 coming up for the Golden Eagles, and they'll punt it away. Coming in to punt it away is number 5, Jace Byram, standing on his own 26-yard line. Jude meandering back on his own 18. Snap will come from the 41. There's the snap. Good snap. Byram gets it off low. End over end kick. Bounces at the 30. Takes an Aberdeen Central bounce across the 25. Will roll dead at the 29-yard line. 30-yard punt. So 1st and 10 for the Bobcats, with 2:48 to go here in this first half. A reminder, halftime, they're going to be doing the Hall of Fame inductees, talking about all those. We'll talk about them here as well.
Finally, some from my era.
I
remember some of them. Phil Workman, Tiffany Moe.
We'll give their backstories during the halftime here. We've got the info in front of us. 2 wide to the near side, to the right of Anderson. He hands it off to Armenta, avoids tacklers in the backfield, cuts it up, picks up a couple of tough yards. 2nd and 8 upcoming. Armenta working for everything, and it's tough sledding up front there for the Bobcats on offense. They've done a lot more damage through the air than on the ground tonight, outside of a couple of long Gavin Anderson runs on quarterback scrambles. Third, or rather 2nd and 8, coming up on 2:15 to go here, first half. Same set for the Bobcats, 2 wide to the near side of the field to the right of Anderson in the shotgun. Harris is the H-back left. Here's the snap. Hand off to Armenta. Around the edge, cuts it up. He's got some room. He's going to have the first down across the 30, avoids another tackler, and struggles across the 40 to the 41. That's a 20-yard gain, and the Bobcats will have a fresh set of downs. Oh, flag in the backfield.
I was going to say he was so finally a great run by Armenta to get up. So excited to only have to see that they're going to have to come on back.
Man, what a run!
I know.
That is disappointing.
That's just how it works.
Yep. Finally breaks one loose, and he looks back to see a yellow flag on the field. Most frustrating feeling. We'll await the official call here from Tom Peniston, our head referee. He's still discussing, or still looking, still trying to figure out something. And here we go. Here's the call.
Holding, offense, number 60. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. The game clock will start on the snap.
That's number 60, the left guard, Brady Caraway, 215-pound senior. So the ball back now on the 12-yard line. It's 2nd and 17. And we're going to get a whistle and a timeout for the Bobcats. We'll take it with them. 1:55 to go here in the first half. 2nd and 17 for the Bobcats from their own 12. When we return, you're listening to Bobcats Football,
Brookings.
powered by Brookings Auto
Timeout
Mall
of the half.
and presented by Cubby's Sports Bar and Grill on the Brookings Radio Sports Network. Bobcats football powered by Brookings Auto Mall and presented by Cubby Sports Bar and Grill. Beautiful night here in Brookings, Dana J. Dykhouse Stadium. Bobcats leading 7-0, and a 2nd and 17 coming up here from their own 12. And looking like probably they're going to have to try to throw the ball around the yard a little bit here, but that's gone well for them this half.
It's gone really well, exactly. Yeah, there was that stretch of Gavin and Bergen, and then again, Schneider's got a couple catches as well. So yeah, once they got in the swing of things throwing the football, worked out really well for them. Now, minute 55 left. Aberdeen does get the ball to start the second half, so you wonder here if they're just going to try and run off the clock. If they can, Aberdeen still has 2 timeouts, or if you're going to continue to throw it, which has worked really well for you, try and get a first down and then see if you can get some points to end the first half.
4 wide for the Bobcats, and the pistol is Anderson. There's the snap, looking to his right, flushed out, and he's going to throw across his body. He's got Schneider at the 30, cuts it up across the 35, and at about the 36-yard line, and that's a 29-yard gain. And it'll be 1st and 10 for the Bobcats. Nice throw against his body again for Gavin Anderson, accurate to Kingston Schneider, who makes a man miss and picks up some good yardage.
And I just still have PTSD from seeing quarterbacks throw across their body. Brett Favre, MSC Championship game. Anytime I see a quarterback do it, I tell myself, don't do it. Gavin Anderson, though, he's able to do it, so he can, by all means, continue to do it.
4 wide again in the pistol. There's Anderson with the snap, rolling out to his right again, throwing on the run again. Has his man again across midfield. This time, it is Bergen Tetzloff at the 49 in Aberdeen Central Territory. Gain of 15, and the Bobcats through the air have been, as we mentioned, successful all night long. They've kind of been running just to keep them honest late in this second quarter. Now that they have to throw it because it's late, and they're going to try to move the ball down and try to come up with a score before halftime, they're moving the ball again.
And again, Coach Gordon said, that Aberdeen secondary, that's kind of their Achilles heel almost, and Brookings exposing them here in the first half. Rushing game had been working a little bit, but the passing game working really well.
Anderson back to pass, throws off his back foot to the far sideline, and Ezra Idem unable to get a hand on it. It's out in front of him too far. So incomplete, 2nd and 10 coming up. Ball just in Aberdeen Central Territory at the 49. Clock stops at 1:12 to go here. 2nd and 10 coming up. I'll say thanks to Modern Woodman for being a sponsor of high school sports on the Brookings Radio Sports Network. 4 wide, 3 to the near side, the short side of the field. To the right of Anderson, he's in the gun. And there's the snap. Back to pass. Goes deep down the near sideline for Item. I don't think he saw it. And there's a flag. As he saw it last second, tried to go up for it, and he's hit early. That's going to go on Evan Sickmiller, 6 foot, 170-pound senior defensive back. Just hit him right in the chest plate.
And like you said, I don't know if Item saw it. It looked like a good ball. If Item would have seen it, I just don't think he saw Gavin throw it because it looked like it was right there.
Defense,
so it would have been
20,
incomplete, but like you said, just
50-yard
Item just got
results in a
lit up there just as the ball was almost going out of bounds. Crucial penalty for the Golden Eagles to give Brookings a first down, good field position with 1:05 to go.
Ball's going to be at the 34. So 1st and 10 with 1:05 to go in the second quarter, excuse me, for the Bobcats. 4 wide, 2 to either side for Anderson in the pistol. Armenta behind him. Here's the snap. Looking out to his left, flushed out to his right, and tucking in and running out of bounds. We've got a flag in the backfield as well. It would be a loss of 1. It's going to go against the Bobcats. We'll await the official call here from Tom Peniston, our white hat tonight. We're inside a minute to play now as well. Here comes the call.
Holding, offense, number 70. 10-yard penalty, replay, first down.
It's on Carson Lohr, the right tackle, number 70, 6'3", 225-pound senior. We'll move him back to the 44-yard line where it'll be 1st and 20.
The game start, clock will start on the snap.
Clock at 59. They're going to wind it before the play here. And they do. 4 wide for the Bobcats. Anderson in the pistol. 2 wide to either side. The near side of the field to his right is the short side of the field. There's the snap. Looking to his right. Sets up, throws. Hit as he throws. He goes up for Tetzloff, but it's off line because he got hit. It was intercepted, or was it incomplete?
I think they're saying intercepted.
Intercepted and then fumbled.
And then picked up right there. Is what it looks like. We're going to talk about it.
Player who picked up the fumble was Carter Board, number 42.
They're going to say interception.
The interception was by number 20, Evan Sickmiller. That's his second of the game. And that was because Gavin Anderson got hit as he threw the ball, and it was an errant pass downfield. So 1st and 10 for the Aberdeen Central Golden Eagles on their own 16. Get the ball back with 49 seconds to play. Braden Bowman and the offense for the Golden Eagles back out there. Second interception of the night for the defense for the Golden Eagles. First one by Anderson. The first interception was thrown by Bergen Tetzloff in the Golden Eagles end zone. Also intercepted by Sickmiller. In the pistol is Bowman. Trips right, back to pass. And lots of time. Running out to his right now, throws on the run. Has his man across the 30 to the 33. Immediately taken down there by Jones Hunnemer. And on the catch, it is number 44. It's Preston Welke, 5'7", 160-pound sophomore. 1st and 10 at the 31. Clock rolling up on 30 to play here. And the Golden Eagles still running around trying to get set. They're going to go 4 wide, 2 to either side. Here's the snap in the pistol. Throwing out to his right. Has his man. Will be taken down immediately. And that is Otto Eidsness.
Timeout.
Along with Cash Sather.
Aberdeen.
And the catch was made by number 22, Ridley Waldo. Aberdeen Central will call a timeout. And we'll take it with them with 19 seconds to go in the first half. It is 2nd and 5 when we come back for the Golden Eagles. Ball on their own 36-yard line. You're listening to Bobcats football, powered by Brookings Auto Mall and presented by Cubby's Sports Bar and Grill on the Brookings Radio Sports Network. Bobcats football powered by Brookings Auto Mall and presented by Cubby Sports Bar and Grill. Just received word Huron is beating T 9-0 in the fourth. They took down Pier. Now they're trying to take down T, the third team in the state. And Huron should be higher than fifth. We're going to whistle before the play here.
We got another false start.
Looks like it.
Dead ball. Ball start. Offense, number 55. 5-yard penalty. Still second down.
It's on the left guard, Jordan Rexinger, number 55, 250-pound junior. So that'll make it 2nd and 10. Ball back at the 31. 19 seconds to go. I'll say thanks to Perkins Storage and Transfer for being a sponsor of high school sports here. Appreciate them. 19 seconds away from halftime. Bobcats leading 7-0. 2nd and 10 for the Golden Eagles on their own 31. In the pistol, Bowman, there's the snap, hands it off. A flag comes in from the near sideline. The play goes on though, so it looks like it's likely going to be on the defense. And struggling forward to the 38-yard line was the running back, number 44, Preston Welke. And they're going to say illegal shift. So it is on the offense once again. So that'll move the Golden Eagles back, just hurting themselves very badly with penalties here in the first half. They've been moving back
Illegal
a lot.
formation, offense, 5 in the backfield. That penalty is declined. 3rd down.
8. So they'll bring it down. They decline the penalty to make it 3rd down. It'll be 3rd and 6. At the 35, they'll have to get to the 41. Interesting call. 11 seconds to go. Conventional wisdom, I think, would be to move them back.
The clock started on the, so they're not even going to get a play.
Oh, that's why. That's why. That's why they're coaches.
And Aberdeen, I don't think even knew the time was running. I mean, not that they had a lot to do with 11 seconds, but.
Yeah, that's why he declined the penalty. There you go. Because the run was in bounds. So essentially the run is good. And that's going to do it, I believe, for the first half.
The clock hit 0. The half is over.
Yeah, Aberdeen almost seemed a little confused as to what was going on. But
if they would have accepted the penalty, the clock would have stopped. So that's what Brookings was doing. I was confused, but they got it right. Good job by the coaching staff. All right, that takes us to halftime. 7-0 Brookings. We'll be back for our halftime show. We'll take a look at some unofficial stats, give our thoughts of the game. We'll talk about the Hall of Fame inductees, and we'll give some scores from other games around the state tonight as well. Halftime, the Bobcats lead 7-0 over the Aberdeen Central Golden Eagles. You're listening.
Team demonstrated incredible quickness and good footwork for linemen. Rainey was a two-way player, an all-state offensive tackle, and explosive defensive tackle for the 1977 NHS football team. Tim also was fifth in the heavyweight classification of the 1978 AA wrestling tournament, despite weighing less than most of the wrestlers. In addition, Tim threw weights for Bobcats in the spring, placing first in the shot put at the USD Athletic Conference meet, as well as winning 2 titles for the regional meet, while setting a new Brookings high school record with a throw of 52 feet, 4.5 inches. As a junior, Tim also placed 3rd at the state meet in the discus event. Rainey won the discus state championship as a senior and set a new BHS record with a toss of 1.636. Ladies and gentlemen, Tim Rainey. Our second BHS Hall of Fame inductee is Laura Hebrink from the class of 1979. Laura Hebrink was a three-sport standout and selected as the 1978-79 BHS Most Valuable Female Athlete. Hebrink was a key member of the 1978 Bobcat basketball team that finished with a 15-5 record and a second-place finish in the Eastern South Dakota Athletics Conference. In the volleyball, moving to high school sport, Brookings High School won the first Alpha V Conference Championship with an 8-0 record. Laura contributed to Bobcat volleyball teams that were undefeated during the first 3 years of competition. Laura was also an outstanding track and field athlete. She was an excellent jumper with a personal record of 4 feet 10 inches that is still ranked as number 10 at Brookings High School. Hebrink was also a member of teams that set BHS records in the 4x200 meter relay and 1 minute 46 seconds. It is still a record in the medley relay at 4 minutes 13.8 seconds. That is still number 3 overall in BHS. Ladies and gentlemen, Laura Heapick. Our next inductee into the BHS Hall of Fame is the class of 2007's Phil Workman. Phil Workman earned 14 varsity honors. Phil lettered 5 years in basketball, setting a BHS career scoring record with 1,251 points, as well as 592 rebounds, while serving as team captain. He received most inspirational, most valuable, all ESD and all-state honors. He also earned 5 letters and was a major contributor to the 2007 BHS ESD track and field team champions. He titles the 800 meters school record of 156.92 seconds and is a member of the 4x400 meter relay with a school record of 3 minutes and 25.71 seconds. Workman won 5 individual ESD gold medals and was a member of relay teams that won 5 gold. He set the BHS record at 400 meters, 52.4, an annual record-breaking medley relay team at 3 minutes, 34.87 seconds. As a senior, forward quarterback and linebacker on the football team, earning most inspirational EST honors while passing for 862 yards and 8 touchdowns and rushing for 267 yards. Ladies and gentlemen, Phil Workman. From the class of 2006, our next BHS Hall of Fame inductee is Tiffany Moe. Tiffany Moe was a 3-sport athlete. As a senior, Moe earned MVP, all ESD, and all tournament honors by contributing 232 kills in 114 days as the Cats took 5th place at the state volleyball tournament. Tiffany won 4 letters in basketball, totaling 601 points, 261 rebounds, 121 steals, and 149 assists. The Cats had a 22-1 record, were repeated as ESD champions, and finished 3rd at the 2006 state basketball tournament. As a junior, BHS had a 20-4 record, earned the ESD title, and finished 2nd at the state tournament. As a sophomore, BHS won the state AA girls basketball tournament, and she was selected as the most inspirational cat. Tiff also golfed on outstanding teams. As a sophomore, BHS won the ESD title and finished 2nd at the state tournament. And in the junior and senior season, the Cats won both ESD and state tournaments. Here accepting the award is her father, Dwayne Moe. Our final inductee to the BHS Hall of Fame, coach from 1984 to 2004, Jerry Cliss. Jerry Cliss was a 1962 graduate from Mankato State University. From 1963 to 1984, Cliss taught at Hendricks, Minnesota. He was the boys' head track and field coach at Hendricks from 1965 to 1984, started a cross-country program in 1972, and served as the girls' track and field coach from 1980 to 1984. Jerry was honored as District and Region Track and Field Coach of the Year in 1977 and 1980. In 1984, Cliss was hired as a science teacher at BHS and served as head boys and girls track and field coach until 1998 and an assistant coach from 1999 to 2004, while coaching the pole vault as well as the 7th grade football. Jerry coached 14 individual and 4 relay state champions and guided the Bobcats to the 1989 South Dakota High School AA girls track and field title. Cliss was selected on 2 occasions as District and Region Coach of the Year. Ladies and gentlemen, here tonight, proudly accepting for Coach Cliss are his sons, Jerry and Troy. Finally, we would also like to recognize the 2025 Bobcat Team of Honor, the 1989 Brookings State Champions. This outstanding squad of 16 young ladies was coached by recent BHS Hall of Fame inductee Gerald Cliss and included the following: Ann Westby, E.B. Mirren, Chris Johnson, Marcy Dawson, Rhonda Lee, Eva Macerco, Angie Jacobson, Maria Johnson, Jenny Johnson, Jamie Larson, and Martin Jessica Alongo, Chris Tolsma, Dawn Sackett, Carrie Meyer, and Shelly Tiltron. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, let's have a big hand for the class of 2025 Bobcat Hall of Fame inductees and Team of Honor The Brookings High School Marching Band is directed by Isaac McMahon and assisted by Nick Rosa. Other staff members include percussion advisor Taylor Wilson and Chase Jamison, color guard advisor Rebecca Bisser, and technicians Ellen Moody, Jason Heller, Bria Tonsilver, Lucas Galvin, Marcus Mace, Anita Brozel, Alice Warney, Ethan Sturska, Emily Hofer, Kamal Al-Busafi, Tyson Kirschenbruner. The design team includes Dr. Ward Miller, Kyle Hagen, Jimmy Hadley, Louise Malsky, and Taylor Heath. The Brookings High School Marching Band is proud to present its 2025 field show production, Written in the Stars, featuring music by Ryan George, Jacob and Zach Lawson, Elon Zer, Kendrick Lamar, and SZA, along with original compositions by Ward Miller. We take a celestial journey that follows the life of a star from its birth to its death. Drum majors Tristan Hostler, Kareem Overbestad, and Isaiah Vogt. Is your band ready? Brookings High School Marching Band, you may now take the field in halftime exhibition. contest, competitive marching band, and the percussion ensemble called by program. From fifth grade at Camelot and Stephanie Ward, middle school with Jeff Soka, to high school, the Brookings Band program strives to create not only great musicians, but also great leaders.
This information, by the way, former athletic director at Brookings High School and on the Park and Rec Board for the city of Brookings now. So thanks to Steve. The inductees tonight, male veteran Tim Ramey from 1978, female veteran Lori Heitbrink from 1979. Male Phil Workman from 2007, female Tiffany Moe from 2006, and coach Jerry Cluis from 1984 to 2004. And the 1989 State Girl Track and Field Champions, coached by Coach Cluis, will also be recognized as the 2025 Bobcats Team of Honor. We're going to start with Tim Ramey from 1978. He was an outstanding three-sport athlete at Brookings High School. Tim demonstrated incredible quickness and good footwork for a lineman. Ramey was a two-way player, an all-state offensive tackle and explosive defensive tackle for the 1977 BHS football team. Tim also placed fifth in the heavyweight classification in the 1978 State AA wrestling tournament, despite weighing less than most of the other wrestlers. In addition, Tim threw the weights for the Bobcats in the spring, placing first in the shot put at the Eastern South Dakota Athletic Conference meet, as well as winning 2 titles at the regional meet, while setting a new Brookings High School record with a throw of 53 feet 4.5 inches. As a junior, Tim also placed third at the state meet in the discus event. Ramey won the discus state championship as a senior and set a new BHS record with a toss of 163 feet 6 inches. Laura Heitbrink from 1979 was a 3-sport standout and selected as the 78-79 BHS Most Valuable Female Athlete. Heitbrink was a key member of the 1978 Bobcat basketball team, which finished with a 15-5 record and a second-place finish in the Eastern South Dakota Athletics Conference. When volleyball was a new high school sport, Brookings High School won the first Alpha B Conference championship with an 8-0 record, and Laura contributed to Bobcat volleyball teams, which were undefeated during the first 3 years of competition. Laura was also an outstanding track and field athlete. She was an excellent high jumper with a personal record of 4.10 that is still ranked as number 10 at Brookings High School. Heitbrink was also a member of teams which set BHS records in the 4x200 meter relay with a time of 1:45.2. That is still a record. And medley relay, 4:13.8. That's still BHS number 3 in the record books. Phil Workman from 2007. And I think Alec Johnson remembers some of these.
Watching him,
yeah. Phil Workman earned 14 varsity letters. Wow, yikes. Phil,
I think he started in like 6th grade. I think 7th grade.
Wow.
He had already started playing varsity basketball. So he was like, I want to say 6'5" as a 7th grader. They said, you know what? You don't need to keep dropping 80 points on these 7th graders. Let's just let's move you on up.
He was a man early.
Yes.
He lettered in 5 years, lettered 5 years in basketball, rather, setting a BHS career scoring record with 1,251 points as well as 582 rebounds while serving as a team captain and receiving most inspirational, most valuable, all ESD, and all state honors. He also earned 5 letters and was a major contributor to the 2007 BHS ESD track and field team champions, winning titles in the 800 meter, and as a member of the 4x400 relay. Workman won 5 individual ESD gold medals and was a member of relay teams which won 5 gold. He set a new BHS record at 400 meters at 50.24 and anchored a record-breaking medley relay team. And as a senior, Phil played quarterback and linebacker on the football team, earning most inspirational and ESD honors while passing for 862 yards and 8 touchdowns and rushing for 267 yards.
Stayed pretty busy.
Yeah, he didn't have time to get in trouble. That kid.
Same with the next one, Tiff Moe. She was another just unbelievable athlete, basketball, track and field, golf, I believe, were her 3 that she just could literally do it all.
3-sport athlete as a senior. Tiffany Moe earned MVP, all ESD, and all tourney honors by contributing 233 kills and 114 digs as the Cats took 5th place at the state volleyball tournament. She won 4 letters in basketball, totaling 601 points, 261 rebounds, 121 steals, 149 assists. The Cats had a 22-1 record, repeated as ESD champions, and finished 3rd at the 2006 state basketball tournament. We'll have to finish this later, but we'll get back to that. Probably do it in between quarters. We'll just not take a break. We'll keep it right here and talk more about Tiff Moe, and then we'll end with Jerry Cluis, Bobcats coach. Drew Johnson kicking it right short, and it bounces, and it's taken. He probably should have let it go out of bounds. It'll be taken and at the 23 and stretched out to about the 24, maybe 25, about a 2-yard kickoff return there for number 23, Owen Ward. Maybe he was getting nervous about the Bobcats bearing down, that they might come up with a loose ball, but looked like that was going out of bounds. So Aberdeen Central has it, 1st and 10 from their own 25-yard line on the left hash, going right to left again from our vantage point in the press box here in the 3rd quarter. I want to say thanks to Pepsi for being a sponsor of high school sports here. Bowman in the pistol, back to pass, throwing quickly to his right, has his man out across the 30 to the 35, may have gotten just enough for a first down, and I believe he did. There on the catch was number 6, Carter Lust. And that'll be a 10-yard gain, fresh set of downs for the Aberdeen Golden Eagles. They're saying, turnabout's fair play, and we'll start moving the ball through the air too.
Exactly. The rushing wasn't working for Dahlman there in the first half, so like you mentioned, they're obviously going to have to try something different as well. Probably expect them to see a lot more throws this half.
So 1st and 10, and they run it right. Oh, big hit. Guess who? Bergen Tetzloff came up and laid the lumber to number 44, Preston Welke, and just put him flat on his back, no gain, and that is a highlight reel hit. Just decleated him.
And it's just poor Welke. You look up and then you're hoping to see a big hole to get some yards, and then you look up and see number 10 Tetzloff just coming right at you. Not probably the last guy you want to see coming at you.
You said poor Preston Welke. That's exactly right. He's 5'7", 160.
Oh yeah.
Bergen Tetzloff 6'5", 235. A little bit of a difference. 4 wide. In the pistol is Bowman. 2nd and long. Hands it off to Dahlman right side and runs into the back of one of his own teammates and struggles forward for a gain of 4. It'll be 3rd and 6 coming up here. Joey Dahlman, the 6'1", 225-pound senior. Like if he could have jump cut to the right, he would have had some room, but he's kind of a straightforward north and south runner. 10.5 to go, 3rd quarter. Bobcats lead 7-0, 3rd and 6. Looking to get off the field here. Aberdeen Central got a first down on their first play of the 3rd quarter from scrimmage, and now they face a 3rd and 6. 4 wide, 3 to the left to the wide side, near side for Aberdeen Central. He goes out to his man, has him, catch at the 37, and he avoids Jay Harris, got a hand on him, but Bergen Tetzloff came out and finished him off. May have gained a yard. It'll be 4th and 5, ball at the 39, and Aberdeen Central will have to punt, and the Brookings defense is jacked. Out to punt is number 5, Jace Byram. Jude meandering back on his own 17-yard line. Byram on his own 24. The snap will come from the 39. good snap. And almost blocked. Blake Candigator almost got there. Low kick. It may have actually gotten a hand on it. It looked kind of like it dovetailed out of there. Ball at the 35. Just a 26-yard punt. Nice job by Blake Candigator, at least bothering that punt. He may have actually gotten a finger on it. So the ball at the 35. The Bobcats will have decent field position to start this drive. Leading 7-0. 9:29 to go here. I want to say thanks to Right Angle Construction for being a sponsor of high school sports. Gavin Anderson in the shotgun, 2 wide to the near side, to the short side of the field to his right. H-back left. Tetzloff, the tight end, right. Gus Armenta to his right as Anderson's in the shotgun. There's the snap. Hand off to Armenta. Avoids a tackle. Cuts it up the middle. Spun around. Struggling forward. Finally whipped down. He's going to get forward progress to the 36. Taking him down was Jackson Henley, 6'1", 265-pound senior defensive end. And suplexed him. It'll be a gain of a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up. People know suplex even if they don't know professional wrestling?
I would think so. I would hope so. If not, go on YouTube. You can watch some great clips. Brock Lesnar, he's great at giving a suplex here and there.
Yeah, look up suplex. You'll find some great videos. Harris, the H-back in motion left to right. Here's the snap to Anderson in the gun. Fakes the handoff, running to his right. Throws on the run and had Tetzloff. Fired it. Probably should have put a little air underneath it. It's knocked away. Nice play by Jace Byram of the defense. Byron in his linebacker spot just got a hand up and knocked it down. So 3rd and 9 coming up. Just puts a little air under that. He can get it over the linebacker, and Tetzloff would have had a catch. I don't know if he didn't see Byram running along with him or just thought he could get it by him. 4 wide, 2 to either side for Anderson in the pistol. Here's the snap. And he throws off his back foot over the middle, picked off again. The 45, runners across the 40 to the 39. That was number 42, Carter Board, with the interception, 2nd of the night for Gavin Anderson, and it gives the Golden Eagles tremendous field possession. Just threw that one off his back foot, and it was inaccurate.
Yeah, and again, he saw Tetzloff open, but I obviously didn't see him. Linebacker sitting right there, and like you said, off the back foot, just didn't have enough on it like we've seen some of his other throws, so stayed in the air just a little too long. And when you see a pass coming like that to you as a defensive back, your eyes just get huge, knowing that it's going to be an easy interception.
So a possible momentum sparker for the Golden Eagles in the pistol. 2 wide, 1 each side with an H-back left. They're going to hand it off to Dahlman right up the gut. Avoids a tackle, spins around, and unable to gain any yards as several Bobcats defenders were there. Bergen Tetzloff, Jay Harris, and it looks like Donovan Davis? I think that was number 8. Donovan Davis in there. 6', 195-pound senior safety. So 3 wide in the pistol set. Bring the tight end in motion, left to right. He'll reset. And Bowman fakes the handoff. Play action rolling to his right. And he's going to throw on the run. Has a man across the 25, out of bounds near the 20. And that was Ridley Waldo. Jones Huntemer knocked him out of bounds, but it's a fresh set of downs for the Golden Eagles, and they're in business as they're in the red zone at the 20. Gain of 20 yards right there. Nice fire rolling to his right. Accurate pass. Ridley Waldo was also open and got some big yardage. 3 wide in the pistol set again for Bowman. 2 to the right, his short side of the field. And hand it off to Dahlman. Bounces it right. He's got some room across the 15, lowers his shoulder, and looks like he got just enough for a first down. And there on the tackle was Donovan Davis. But not before a 10-yard gain. And it's going to be 1st and goal for the Golden Eagles on the 10-yard line. They're in business. Well, the interception has sparked them a little bit on offense. Ball in the right hash. Golden Eagles going right to left from our vantage point here in the third quarter. I want to say thanks to Boa's Construction for being a sponsor of high school sports here. Coming up on 7 minutes to play, 7-0 Brookings. Aberdeen Central is threatening. H-back and the tight end both move from the left to the right. Wide receiver to either side. Pitch out to Dahlman. He's going to cut it up. Lowers his shoulder. Blake Canigator hits him. He struggles forward for a yard. It'll be 2nd and goal from the 9. Nice play by Blake Canigator, collapsing from that right end. 6:40 to go here. It's third quarter. Aberdeen Central's had the ball most of the quarter. This drive started in plus territory after an interception. Second one of the game by Gavin Anderson. And now they're at 2nd and goal from the 9. It did go final, by the way, earlier on. Huron, the number 5 team, beat the 2-team T 16-0. 4 wide, and every time they run this play, it seems like they have issues. They have a man in motion from one side to the other, the inside slot. They went trips left to begin with. And then
Dead ball.
man went in motion
False
to the right.
start. Offense. Number 55. 5-yard penalty. Second down.
You do it. If it happened the first couple times, almost you'd
Wait,
think you
wait
would know
longer.
to wait. Like,
Yeah.
okay, they're calling me, but I mean, again, that right now is their 7th false start here, and it's just
If I haven't said just wait longer. Jordan Rexinger picks up his 2nd penalty of the night. Number 55, a left guard. 5'10", 250-pound junior. So it's going to be 2nd and goal, back on the 14 now. Central continues to hurt themselves with penalties, as they have all game. 3 wide in the pistol set. Bowman back to pass, straight drop back, in trouble, and they try to go middle screen, late middle screen. They get it to Dahlman. He's across the 10, down to the 8. It's going to be a gain of 6, where it'll be 3rd and goal from the 8-yard line. That play took forever to develop, but if you can pull that off, he's going to have some room to run, and Dahlman did there. Well set up. You got to rely on your offensive line to hold for just the right amount of time, and then there's a bust loose in the backfield, and then you've got a guy open for a middle screen. Interesting play by the Golden Eagles there. Coming up on 5 to play. 3 wide, 2 to the right of Bowman. It's the short side of the field. Tight end now in motion right to left. It is Graydon Tim. There's the snap, rolling to his left. Throwing on the run into the end zone. Has his man. Ridley Waldo rolling to his left, throwing against his body with the right hand. Floated in the end zone, a dangerous pass. But Ridley Waldo comes down with it. It was on target. And it's 7-6. Aberdeen Central can tie it up with the extra point here. Joey Dahlman is the kicker. The holder is Ridley Waldo. Long snapper is Michael Wayland. And Dahlman's a lefty kicker. The snap high. Waldo gets it. And the kick is through and good. We are knotted up at 7s. Aberdeen Central has tied it up 7 apiece. 4:55 to go in the third quarter. They'll kick it back to the Bobcats. When we return, you're listening to Bobcats Football, powered by Brookings Auto Mall and presented by Cubby Sports Bar and Grill on the Brookings Radio Sports Network. So the third turnover for the Bobcats leads to the first touchdown of the night for the Aberdeen Central Golden Eagles. 7-7 here with 4:55 to go. Third quarter. Golden Eagles about to kick it back to the Brookings Bobcats. Teed up on the 40. Joey Dahlman has it teed up. The lefty marking off his distance here. All the Golden Eagles still huddled up near the center of the field. Now they'll break. Fan out. Jude Meandering and Ben Schulte, the deep men. It's a high, short kick, and Looks like he dove and he lost it and gets up and gets on it just in time. That was not Schulte, that was Jaden Hale, number 20. So he tried to dive and catch it, touched it, and it squirted free, and he had to alertly got up and jumped back on it. So the Bobcats have the ball, but looking a little shaky there.
And those right there are the plays you just never, you never practice that. That's just like a game situation right there. It's just on that one you obviously have to let it, if you know you can't get to it, almost let it bounce in hopes that it takes a good bounce. Risky play there, like you had mentioned, to dive for it, but luckily able to get back on it. Not the best field position, but nonetheless wasn't another turnover.
I backfield behind Anderson. Harris, the fullback. The I-back is Armenta. Hand off to Armenta, right up the gut. And he found a little avenue across the 20 out to the 22. So a gain of about 5 there will bring up 2nd and 5. Nice run by Gus Armenta. Kingston Schneider comes off a little gingerly, favoring that right leg a little bit, I think. It might just be a cramp. It looks like it is. Going to work out a cramp. Savannah Ratterman, trainer, working it out on the sideline. One wide to the left of Anderson. Far side of the field, he's under center with an I backfield behind him. Hands it off to Armenta, who was hit, didn't have a chance. First one there was Jace Byram, the linebacker. Just got some help as well. Yeah, it just came through untouched. Also there was Josh David. Actually, I'm sorry, that was number 9 again, not 4, Jack Birch. It's a weird
the font.
blocky 9.
I don't know what font they picked for their unis, but.
So it's going to be 3rd and 8. After the loss, 3:40 to go, 3rd quarter. Bobcats need a fresh set here, or they'll punt it away deep in their own territory. I backfield behind Anderson again. Item the wide receiver to the near side, to the wide side of the field, to the right of Anderson. Play action, rolling to his right, throwing, and can't get it to Tetzloff as he threw it on the run out in front of everybody. Now Tetzloff gets up a little gingerly, favoring his left leg a little bit. He comes off, but the Bobcats are going to have to, looks like his right leg actually, working out a cramp as well. The right calf. Drew Johnson on the punt team out there for the Bobcats, and all of a sudden the momentum is all in favor of the Aberdeen Central Golden Eagles. 3:22 to go here. Drew Johnson standing on his own 3-yard line. Back to return, Carson Borg standing on the 48 of the Golden Eagles. And Johnson gets it off, high kick. Bounces at the 44. Good Brookings bounce across midfield, across 45, and down inside the 40 at about the 39-yard line. .42-yard punt there for the Bobcats. 1st and 10 for the Golden Eagles on their own 39. So pretty decent field position again for Aberdeen Central, and they had it rolling on offense on their previous possession.
Yeah, they did. Dahlman again had some big carries. He had a 10-yard rush, and then also Bowman, he started to sling it as well. He had 4 straight completions on that last drive, and then obviously 5 straight completions, with that 5th being the touchdown to Waldo. So yeah, Aberdeen also figuring it out on the passing game here in the second half.
3 wide for Bowman. He's going to hand it off out of the pistol to Dahlman to the right side, who gets a couple of yards, taken down. And I believe the tackle was made. Oh, I was going to say Cash Sather. I thought it was an Austin who came up with the tackle. They're giving it to Cash Sather. 2:50 to go, 3rd quarter. I want to say thanks to Brookings Health System for being a sponsor of high school sports here. We're knotted up at 7 apiece. Aberdeen Central scored on their previous possession. Looking to make it 2 in a row. Ball on the 41 of Aberdeen Central, and the pistol is Bowman. 2 wide receivers to his right, 1 to his left. Throws it out quickly to the right in the flat, and it's incomplete. Intended for Carter Lust, too high, and out of bounds. It'll be 3rd and 8. Clock stopped at 2:26 to go here, 3rd quarter. Bobcats would love to get off the field here. Bowman has picked it up here, throwing the ball through the air, as you had mentioned, Alec, here in the 3rd quarter. He's looked good. That one a little high. When that previous possession, he was slinging it around the yard. 3 wide, 2 to the right, far side of the field for Bowman. In the pistol set. Back to pass, straight drop back, rolling to his left now. Being chased, Anoski in pursuit. He gets his man, taken down by Bergen Tetzloff, who was slow to get up. The catch was made by Preston Welke. We've got a flag as well. It would be a gain of about 4, and it would be 4 yards short of a first down. We'll have to await the official call here.
Came almost as he was, looked like as he was tackled, he threw it, but I'm not sure.
I didn't think that should be roughing the passer,
I
but
don't
we'll
think
have to
so
wait.
either, 'cause it looked,
Oh, they're talking to the Bobcats
Okay,
sideline here, so it must be on Aberdeen Central. Here's the call.
Ineligible receiver downfield. Offense, number 75. 5-yard penalty. Replay. 3rd down.
Left tackle Felipe Gonzalez, number 75, illegal man downfield. So they'll move him back and give him another 3rd down, but it'll be 3rd and about 13. Would have been 4th and 4. 2:15 to go in the 3rd quarter. Aberdeen Central tied it on the previous possession at 7 apiece. Now they've got a 3rd and 13 to pick up. Ball's on their 36. They've got to get to the 49. 4 wide, 2 to either side for Bowman in the pistol set. It brings a man in motion now right to left. Trips left. There's the snap. Drop back. Straight drop back. Throwing. Going far down the far sideline. He's got his man at the 35. He makes the catch. Jones Hunnemer catches up to him and tackles him at the 26, but not before a huge gain. 38 yards. And that was Carson Borg with the catch and run and a big 3rd down conversion for the Bobcats. If they had it to do over, would they take 4th and 4 and possibly a punt? 1st and 10, ball at the 26 of the Bobcats. Aberdeen Central in business again. Hand off to Dahlman. Runs into a couple of defenders. Guess who? Bergen Tetzloff. Also Cash Sather. Both of them laid the wood to Dahlman there. Going to give him 2 yards. 2nd and 8 coming up. All at the 24. They've got to get to the 16. We're coming up on a minute to go here in the 3rd quarter. Aberdeen Central has the momentum in their favor here in the 3rd. They've overcome a lot of penalties tonight to be tied here, 7-7. Bobcats have helped them out with 3 turnovers. It's a fake handoff, rolling to his right now on the play action. Bowman, plenty of time, sets up at the 30, fires it, has his man over the middle, who's taken down by Bergen Tetzloff to about the 18-yard line. And that was Ridley Waldo with the catch. Brings up 3rd and about a yard after the gain. So the ball at the 17. They've got to get to the 16, 3rd and a yard. Got to think this is probably 4-down territory as well. When they break the huddle, they'll go with a tight set here. An eye backfield. I believe for the first time tonight. They've switched it up a lot. Braden Bowman under center. Brings the H back in motion. Hands off right up the middle and hit and taken down. He may have gotten the yard to gain. He took a hard hit from Bergen Tetzloff. Did Welke, Preston Welke. Or did he get no gain? I'm going to say he got it. Just got it. So fresh set for the Aberdeen Central Golden Eagles. And that's where we'll start the 4th quarter. It'll be 1st and 10 from just shy of the 15-yard line. When we start the 4th quarter, we'll flip ends and start the 4th quarter in 60 seconds. Actually, no, we're not going to do that. Remember, we've got the
Hall of
Famers to finish up. As a junior, Tiffany Moe. BHS had a 20-4 record, earned the ESD title, and finished 2nd at the state tourney. As a sophomore, BHS won the state AA girls basketball tournament, and she was selected as most inspirational cat. Tiff also golfed on an outstanding team, as you mentioned, on outstanding teams. As a sophomore, BHS won the ESD title and finished 2nd at the state tournament. And in both her junior and senior seasons, the Cats won both the ESD and state tourneys.
She was successful. She was also in the Mankato State Athletics Hall of Fame. She went on to play college basketball there as well, so she is in that Hall of Fame as well. She knows how to hoop.
She's a stud, that's for sure. Jerry Cluess coached for the Bobcats from 84 to 2004. 1962 graduate of Mankato State University. From 1963 to 84, Cluess taught at Hendricks, Minnesota. He was the boys' head track and field coach at Hendricks from 65 to 84. Started the cross-country program in 72 and served as the girls' track and field coach from 1980 to 84. Jerry was honored as District and Region Track and Field Coach of the Year in 1977 and 1980. In 1984, Cluess was hired as a science teacher at BHS and served as head boys and girls track and field coach until 1998, and as an assistant coach from 99 to 2004 while coaching the pole vault as well as 7th grade football. Jerry coached 14 individual and 4 relay state champions and guided the Bobcats to the 1989 South Dakota High School AA Girls Track and Field title. Cluess was selected on 2 occasions as District and Region Coach of the Year. To start the fourth quarter, it's a pitch to Welke, left side, getting to the outside. He finds the edge, he cuts it up, gets to the 10-yard line. A gain of 5 there on 1st and 10 from the 15. It'll be 2nd and 5 coming up. Congratulations to all the Bobcats Hall of Fame inductees here tonight. So 11:35 and counting to go now in the ball game. We'll say thanks to Anderson Insurance for being a sponsor of high school sports here on the Brookings Radio Sports Network. Second and 5, ball at the 10 for the Golden Eagles. Pistol set, 3 wide. Hands it off to Dahlman right up the gut. He's got some room and gets to about the 12. It'll be 3rd and 2. They need to get to the 5-yard line. To get to the 7, excuse me. I said the 12. The 7-yard line. It'll be 3rd and 2. They've got to get to the 5 for a first down. Clock is stopped. Oh, we've got an injury. A Golden Eagle laying on the 5-yard line. Can't see a number as the trainers attend to him. We'll take a break here. 11:06 to go, a 3rd and a yard for, or rather 3rd and 2 for the Golden Eagles when we come back. You're listening to Bobcats football, powered by Brookings Auto Mall and presented by Cubby's Sports Bar and Grill on the Brookings Radio Sports Network. Bobcats football on the Brookings Radio Sports Network. Michael Wayland was the injured player, the center, the offensive line for Aberdeen Central. 5'10", 190-pound senior. Number 62 walks off under his own power slowly, but he walked off, so that's good to see. Trying to work it off on the sideline there. Getting down the stance and firing off. Tight set for the Golden Eagles on 3rd and 2. They're calling it 1, but it's 2. And they hand it off left side. Dahlman taken down for a loss. First one there was Owen Hoppy, number 21, and it'll be 4th and 3. The Golden Eagles go for it, or will they try to kick a field goal to take the lead here? Looks like the offense is out there right now. But Dahlman is their kicker, and he would be in the huddle either way, so. And there's quarterback is coming back out there, Braden Bowman. And they could be trying to draw him offside because it's less than 5 yards to go here. So the Bobcats D-line needs to be aware of that. Yeah, 4th and 3 here. Ball on the 13. They've got to get to the 10. 2 wide receivers in the near side. They snap it. They fake the handoff, rolling to his left. In trouble and taken down for the sack. There's Cash Sather, who gets the Bobcats defense off the field. Beautiful play for the Bobcats, exactly what they needed. That's a momentum swinging type play right there. Cash Sather comes up with a sack. 1st and 10 for the Bobcats on their own 15. And their offense back out there. We've got 10:02 to play here. Knotted up at 7 apiece. Kingston Schneider will be the wide man to the right. of Anderson, short side of the field, far side from our perspective. Anderson in the gun, Armenta to his right, H back left. Here's the snap, handoff to Armenta, looking for some room around the edge. He's got a little room, he's got an alley, out across the 20, stiff arm, across the 25, driven out of bounds, and a late hit, I believe, out of bounds. It's going to add some onto the end of this. They're going to put it at the 30, that's a gain of 15, and I think we're going to tack some more on. We'll await the official call here. Our head referee, Tom Peniston, is conferencing with a couple of the other refs. Here comes the call.
Face mask, defense, 5-yard penalty added to the end of the run. First down.
Face mask on the defense. It looked like you got hit late out of bounds as well. Must have been a 16-yard run because they're putting it on the 36. So it must have been to the 31-yard line. I had that wrong. I backfield behind Anderson. H back left, wide receiver left. Hands it off to Armenta. Cuts it up, got room across the middle. Out into the secondary, across midfield, across the 45, and he's down near the 40-yard line. They're going to put it at the 41. 23-yard run right up the gut by Gus Armenta. Showed good patience and just kind of shot through the hole there. Biggest run of the night for Armenta. High backfield again. Hand off to Armenta. Cuts it up, and he's not going to get through this time. May have picked up a minimal gain. Hit hard and driven back. There on the tackle was Joey Dahlman, along with Jack Birch. Joey and Jack combining on the tackle. We're inside 9 to play here now in the fourth quarter. I want to say thanks to Brookings School District for being a sponsor of high school sports here. And it's 2nd and 10. Ball at the 42. Bobcats in Golden Eagles territory. 4 wide. 2 to either side of Anderson. Ball in the left hash, in the pistol. It's the snap. And he tucks it, and he's not going to get out of trouble here. He'll be sacked back around the 46-yard line. And taking him down was Jack Birch. Jack Birch gets up a little gingerly. Favoring that right leg. He's got a wrap on that high, right above the calf, just below the knee it looks like. And he's going to stay in there. And now a 3rd and 12 coming up. Big down for the Bobcats. Looking to keep their drive alive. Aberdeen Central came up with some 3rd down conversions earlier in the second half. Same set for the Bobcats, 4 wide. Anderson in the pistol, Armenta behind him. There's the snap. Straight drop back. Rolling out to his right, throws just to stay out of trouble. And it was for Ezra Idom, who comes up lame. He might have a calf in that right leg as well. Rather a cramp in that right leg, right calf. And we've got an Aberdeen Central Golden Eagle hurt as well.
Timeout for injury.
40-yard line. And we're going to take a timeout here. I believe that was a referee's timeout. Yeah, it would be because there's an injury. Sorry. But yes, there's a Golden Eagle injured, laying on the Bobcats 40. While the trainers look at him, we will take a break. You're listening to Bobcats Football, powered by Brookings Auto Mall and presented by Cubby's Sports Bar and Grill on the Brookings Radio Sports Network. Bobcats football powered by Brookings Auto Mall, presented by Cubby Sports Bar and Grill. The injured player for the Golden Eagles is Jack Birch, who's limping around on that right leg a little bit here in the second half. And he's got that wrap. I don't know if that's on the calf or above the calf. I don't know what that's doing.
Like it's maybe just above the calf, but I don't know. Or it's below, I don't know.
Maybe he has an abrasion. He's covering up. I don't know. It doesn't look like it's anywhere you would have it for the calf or the knee, so I'm not sure what it's doing. Here's the snap. Drew Johnson on to punt, gets it away, almost got a block. Good punt. Bounces at the 10 and trickles into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. It'll be about a 24-yard net punt after the touchback. Golden Eagles will have the ball 1st and 10. Their offense running back out there. 7:26 to go and tied up at 7 apiece. I want to say thanks to Stony Brook Sweets for being a high school sports sponsor here on the Brookings Radio Sports Network. Both teams in the last few drives have stalled out. Only touchdown in the second half was in the third quarter from Aberdeen Central. Rollout pass from Bowman to Ridley Waldo. It's the snap, throws out to his right and has his man. And that is Carter Lust. Quick gainer of about 7. Otto Eidsness on the tackle. It's going to be 2nd and 3. Ball on the 27. Got to get to the 30. Ball on the right hash. Bowman has looked comfortable throwing the ball here in the second half. Trips right to the short side of the field. Near side to the right of Bowman. Now a man in motion. Right to left, that's Paxton Ewing. And they hand it off to Dahlman. He's got room up the gut. And he takes a hit from Cash Sather right at the line to gain. And he gets to about the 30.5-yard line. He needed to get to the 30. That'll be a first down and a fresh set for the Aberdeen Central Golden Eagles. Coming up on 6.5.
Timeout
here,
for injury.
Another injury, Ezra Idem. And he's down. He's limping around on that previous offensive possession as well. Looks like his right leg. And looks like possibly a cramp. And while they tend to him, we'll take a break here. You're listening to Bobcats football, powered by Brookings Auto Mall and presented by Cubby Sports Bar and Grill on the Brookings Radio Sports Network. Bobcats football, powered by Brookings Auto Mall and presented by Cubby Sports Bar and Grill. Ezra Idem is walking off slowly, favoring that right leg. I'm not sure if it's a calf or a hamstring. It looks like it was a cramp, rather. Walking off slowly, getting some water. It's one of those nights, hot, kind of humid. Kind of expected some cramping tonight, and we've certainly gotten that. So it is 1st and 10, ball on their own 31 for the Golden Eagles. Bowman hands off left side for Welke. Welke trying to get outside. He cuts it up, avoids Hoppy, then hit hard and pinballed around, taken down. Let's see who got the first hit. The second hit, though, was number 20, Jaden Hale. So he was in on the tackle. Coming up on 6 to play here. It'll be 2nd and about 8. Ball out to the 33. You've got to get to the 41. Ball on the left hash. Golden Eagles going left to right from our vantage point here in the fourth quarter. Time trickling down there. No, not in a hurry. They end up giving the ball back. They don't want to give the Bobcats too much time. 3 wide in the pistol. Bowman. Back to pass, looking to his left. Goes over the middle. And good coverage there by number 9, Ashton Baker.
Oh, they did throw a flag.
Oh, there is a flag that came in from the far sideline. Late,
It looked,
and didn't see it.
it looked like maybe it bumped in a smidge before the pass had gotten there. It didn't seem like it was anything too obvious, but yeah, that
The bang bang.
Pass interference, defense, number 20. 15-yard penalty results in a first down.
But yeah, that was a bang bang play. Ashton Baker, where's number 9? But pass interference, so fresh set of downs for the Golden Eagles. They catch a break. Now that was a tough one. It may have been a fraction of a second early.
Yeah, I think if you slow it down, I mean, he does maybe get there, but I don't think it was anything that would have.
Nothing egregious. So, 4 wide, 3 to the near side. And back to pass Bowman. Plenty of time. Double clutches, goes over the middle, has a man. It is caught and down to the 10-yard line. There on the catch is number 19, Paxton Ewing. 42 yards. And it's 1st and goal for the Golden Eagles. He just got behind the secondary, and had that been a little bit out and more out in front of him, that would have been 6. Had to slow down for it and then fell down as he lost his footing and his balance. What the Golden Eagles in business here. 4 wide, trips to the right. It's a handoff to Dahlman, who's hit right away. Owen Hoppy takes him down for no gain at the 10-yard line. Nice job by Owen Hoppy getting around his blocker and taking down the runner. So 2nd and goal. The Golden Eagles. Can the Bobcats come up with another stand here deep in their own territory? They did on the previous defensive possession. As the Golden Eagles went for it on 4th. Deep in Bobcats territory. And Cash Sather came up with a sack on that play. Tackle for loss. In the pistol, Bowman, 3 wide, 2 to the right. Near side of the field, low snap, he goes to the turf and gets it in trouble, now throws it out to the left as bearing down on him was Otto Eidsness. It's incomplete. We've got a flag flying in from the far sideline as well. And we'll see what the call is.
There was a receiver in the.
Yeah,
the only thing I could think, intentional grounding.
I saw him touch the top of his head. Did they have an illegal man downfield? They're calling it on the Bobcats. It looks like they're asking this Golden Eagles sideline what they want to do. No, it was an illegal man downfield. Okay. Well, they were just telling him what the call was, I think, on the other sideline.
Ineligible receiver downfield, number 80. Number 80 was covered by another receiver. 5-yard penalty, 2nd down.
Graydon Tim, the tight end, downfield illegally. He was covered up on the line. So another break for the Bobcats. 2nd and goal from the 15. 3 wide, 2 to the near side. The right of Bowman. He's in the pistol. Brings him in motion. Right to the H-back spot. There's the snap. Back to pass. Looking. Goes to the right, and it's wide of Graydon Tim. There on the coverage was Jay Harris. It's incomplete. Tim couldn't even get a hand on it. So it'll be 3rd and goal from the 15. The Golden Eagles have a 3rd down on their own, on the Bobcats 15-yard line. I want to say thanks to Century 21 Krogman and Company for being a sponsor of high school sports here. We've got 4:10 to play in the 4th quarter, and a tight one, 7-7. Bit of a defensive struggle here tonight. Offenses have found their groove from time to time and moved the ball, but they just haven't been able to punch it in.
Points on the board.
Yeah. 3 wide in the pistol for Bowman. He's going to hand it off right side for Dahlman, who's got room, lowers his shoulder across the 10, inside the 5, down to the 3, where it'll be 4th and goal from the 3-yard line. So what will the Eagles do? Do they have? Well, they have a kicker, so they're going to. I'm just wondering what they're going to do here.
You think you had to have thought they ran it there just to again get into. I mean, they're already in field goal range. Would have been a 30-some yarder. So you think right now with 3:40 left, you run it like they did there to get closer, which they did as they brought out here the field goal unit to try and give the Eagles a 3-point lead.
Dahlman from 20 yards. A lefty kicker trying to give the Eagles the lead, the Golden Eagles. Kick is up, and it is good. And the Golden Eagles take a 3-point lead, 10-7 with 3:27 to go. They will kick it back to the Bobcats when we come back. You're listening to Bobcats Football, powered by Brookings Auto Mall and presented by Cubby Sports Bar and Grill on the Brookings Radio Sports Network. Bobcats football powered by Brookings Auto Mall and presented by Cubby Sports Bar and Grill. Aberdeen Central takes the lead with a 20-yard field goal by Joey Dahlman. 10-7, 3:27 to go. They're about to kick it back to the Bobcats. Dahlman has it teed up on the 40. Jude Meandering and Jaden Hale back deep. Been calling him Ben Schulte all night, just out of muscle memory. He's number 20, not 28. Ben Schulte is injured and in his jersey and shorts on the sideline. Here's the kick by Dahlman. And it is taken at the 11 by Meandering. He runs across the 20, cuts it back. He's got a little room across the 30, taken down from behind, and they'll have pretty good field position. The tackle was made by 13, Jahil Aviles. Well, to the 32-yard line, gain of about 21, or return rather of about 21. Bobcats will be 1st and 10 on their own 32-yard line. Well, Gavin Anderson and the crew out there. Both teams have all 3 timeouts left. 3:19 to go here. Golden Eagles lead 10-7. 2 wide to the far side of the field to the right of Anderson. He's in the shotgun. H-back right. And Armenta, H-back left rather, Armenta to his right. Hands it off to Armenta. He's got some room around the left edge. Lowers his shoulder, almost slipped a tackle. Be taken down at the 37. We've got a flag coming in at the end of the play from the offensive backfield. It's going to be a hold on Brookings, so that'll move him back. We've got an injured Aberdeen Central player, Jackson Henley, sitting down. He's going to try to get up. It's like his right leg. Those cramps, sometimes you're like, I think I can get up and get off to the sideline, but you just can't sometimes.
I think I had one today at recess.
Timeout for injury.
I think same. Thought I could get up. I think I either pulled something or I was cramping as well. It happens.
Yeah,
I get it.
It's no fun.
Nope.
I remember back in the day when I would play football, and we'd have 2-a-days. You'd wake up in the middle of the night, like,
just hit
oh, what's going on? You got to try to get up out of bed and walk it off, and you look like an idiot walking around in your bedroom. And they're tending to him. While they do that, we'll take a quick break here. 3:13 to go. It'll be 1st and 20 for the Bobcats when we return. You're listening to Bobcats Football, powered by Brookings Auto Mall and presented by Cubby Sports Bar and Grill on the Brookings Radio Sports Network.
Holding, offense, number 22, 10-yard penalty, replay, first down.
Bobcats football, powered by Brookings Auto Mall, presented by Cubby Sports Bar and Grill. Jackson Henley, 6'1", 265-pound senior, slowly walking off the field. This is his left leg. I think it was the calf. Cramped up, and he's just about off the field, and we'll get back to play here. It'll be 1st and 20 for the Bobcats. The ball moved back after the holding penalty to their own 22. We'll have to get to the 42 for a first down. They go with a tight set. They're going with the Wildcat. Bergen Tetzloff, there's the snap. He's going to run to his right, looking for an avenue, cuts it up, and he's across the 30, stays on his field, breaking tackles, driving more. He's going to have 18 yards, maybe 19 on 1st and 20, just kept moving forward with tacklers draped all over him.
I mean, you literally said it at one of the last timeout breaks. You got to just look into running that play, and they did it right there. Again, a gain of 18 by Bergen. Just an impossible guy to take down. Expect to see him continue to run it. I don't know how many times they're going to run it before Bergen gets a little gassed, but here he goes again, and he's going to get to the outside on that one.
He spins around and gets close to a first down. I think he's going to have it. Judging by the near sideline spot, it looks like he's got it. Yeah, they're going to give it to him. Yeah, he looked a little gassed on that one. I think you're onto something there. But
it's
they
a
run
great
it.
play, but
Yeah, they run it on 1st and long. They get 18. On the 2nd and 2, they get the 2 they need. They'll probably go back to their more conventional-looking offense here for at least a while. It's a hot night out there to be running around, getting big gains like that. You're going to be gassed. 2 wide to the far side of the field to the right of Anderson. And a running back to his right as he's in the shotgun. He hands it off to Armenta. He's got some room. Cuts it up across midfield. He's got a blocker. He's going to cut it up at the 40, across the 35 to 30. Finally chased out of bounds at the 24-yard line. 25 is where they're going to put it. 33-yard gain for Gus Armenta. Ball on the 25-yard line. Big gain for the Bobcats, and they're in business. 1st and 10 on the 25 of the Golden Eagles.
an unbelievable second half by Armenta too. Again, you know how frustrated he probably was in that first half. Again, he had 9 carries, only came away with 6 yards. You love to see him go back to him here in the second half. 7 carries now, up to 80 yards. This half alone, 3 of his last 4 have gone for 15, 23, that one for 33.
We go back to the Wildcat. Tetzloff runs right up the gut, lowers his shoulder, keeps struggling. Looked like he was going to get about a yard. He got about 3, maybe 4. We'll see where the spot ends up. Ball was on the 25. They're going to put it on the 21. So a gain of about 4, just shy of the 21. So second and a long 6 coming up. We're going to stick with the Wildcat. There's the snap. Running to his left is Tetzloff. Lowers his shoulder, gets through a tackle across the 20, and finally dragged down at the 16. And he's going to be about a yard shy of the first down. 3rd and a yard coming up.
He's just so hard to tackle. You can see he's gassed. He's not moving the quickest, but he went to the left side right when he took that snap. I thought for sure, it looked like he was going to get tackled from possibly
Timeout,
a loss.
Brookings, their first of the half.
Potential no-yard gain to whips out, what was it, 7 yards right there.
Yeah.
6 to get it now to a 3rd and 1.
Yeah, and he's kind of bent over on the sideline here. We've got a timeout on the field. We will take it with them, and we've got 1:10 to go. Bobcats have a 3rd and 1, trailing by 3, 10-7 here in the 4th quarter. We'll be back with more. You're listening to Bobcats football, powered by Brookings Auto Mall and presented by Cubby's Sports Bar and Grill on the Brookings Radio Sports Network.
Please reset the game clock to 1 minute, 11 seconds. 1:11. Thank you.
Bobcats football, powered by Brookings Auto Mall, presented by Cubby Sports Bar and Grill. Tetzloff is back out there. He's in his normal spot, left tight end on the left this side. This time, backfield behind Anderson. Picks it up. He was going to go forward. He dropped it, picks it up, has some room, spins, and he's going to be stopped at about the 10-yard line. How did that work out? It was supposed to be just a quick quarterback sneak up the gut. He dropped the ball. I don't know if it was a bad snap. He picked it up. Still had time to pick up 6 yards. 1st and goal for the Bobcats on the 10-yard line. 1:04 to play. Fortunate to be able to pick that up, number 1, and then had time to run forward and pick up a bunch of yards. Fresh set of downs for the Bobcats. 1st and goal on the 10-yard line of Aberdeen Central. Bobcats trailing 10-7. 50 seconds and counting to go here. Anderson with the eye backfield. Under center. There's a snap, hands it off. Armenta hit right away and taken down. First one there was big number 73, Ben Jorgensen, 6'1", 280-pound.
Timeout, Brookings. They're second of the half.
Bobcats take a timeout. We have got 37 seconds to play. It'll be second and goal from the 12 when we come back. You're listening to Bobcats football, powered by Brookings Auto Mall and presented by Cubby Sports Bar and Grill on the Brookings Radio Sports Network.
Yeah, we all have black.
Bobcats football, powered by Brookings Auto Mall, presented by Cubby Sports Bar and Grill. We're going to go with the Wildcat set, it looks like. Tetzloff with a heavy left. So 37 seconds to go. Bobcats still have one timeout remaining.
Oh, and they did
And
that
the
instead.
Golden Eagles jump. So it's going to be second and goal from the 7.
Encroachment defense,
That crowd didn't give it a
5-yard penalty, still second down.
That helps out.
Also, just a great play there, too, by Brookings. Because, again, when you see Tetzloff back there getting the direct snap, defensively as Aberdeen, you do have to be ready the second he catches the ball to try and take him down. Nice heads-up play there by Brookings to pretty much know that they were going to jump off sides.
So they're going to go with the Wildcat set, heavy left set again. There's a snap to Tetzloff. He runs to the left, avoids a tackle, and he's going to be dragged out of bounds at about the 3-yard line. It'll be third and goal from there for the Bobcats. And the clock is stopped with 28 seconds to go. Smart move by Tetzloff getting near the sideline and going out of bounds to preserve that timeout in case they were to need it. So third and goal coming up. Ball on the 3. I'm guessing they're going Wildcat. We shall see.
It's not a bad guess.
See Gavin Anderson out there. It looks like Tetzloff is running the huddle, so I think they will.
There he is.
There it is.
Go right side.
Heavy right. Tetzloff gets the snap, runs straight forward, struggling. Did he get in? He's down inside the 1. They're going to say he's short. The clock stopped at 18 as the Bobcats will take their final timeout.
Brookings, their final timeout of the half.
What did you do?
Fourth and goal from inside the 1, I believe. I mean, I don't imagine they're going to do anything other than Wildcat. I'd be surprised.
Right? You go for the win. From
Yo,
the
definitely,
1.
definitely.
From the 1-yard line, if you can't get a yard, I think with
Yeah.
Bergen, and again, we've seen it tonight, that was his 7th carry.
Please
He's got
reset
40.
the game clock to 20 seconds. 20
I
seconds.
think conventional wisdom would tell you to go for the 3 to tie it at
Exactly,
home,
but-
but you've been running the ball so well and the Wildcats been successful from
wouldn't be-
inside the 1.
Exactly. I bet Bergen's in that huddle right now saying, give me the ball,
Just give me the
coach.
ball. Just give me the ball.
I can get us a yard.
Yeah.
Now,
So-
if you're Aberdeen, do you put your 350, 300 guys up the middle?
I'm sure that's
Throw
what they're
them
going
out
to
to
try
try
to
and stop the...
Yeah, it's be interesting to see what happens here. There's a timeout on the field. I'm just going to keep it right here.
Please reset the game
offense.
clock to 20 seconds. 20 seconds.
They're going to put some more time up. It's at 18 right now, but it'll be fourth and goal from just inside the 1 for the Bobcats.
Yeah, you've got 75, 76, Gonzalez and Madsen. They're right up the middle.
They do put 20 seconds back up, and they stick with the Wildcat set, heavy right set. Tetzloff in the gun for the game right here. There's the snap, runs straight ahead, and he's in the end zone. Touchdown, Bobcats! And they take the lead with 14 seconds remaining. 13-10 Brookings. Extra point pending.
We just can't stop it. Like we said, a yard. I think it would have been much tougher decision if it would have been a 4th and 2, 4th and 3. Again, I think Coach Gordon still would have gone for the win. But I mean, that ball was, I think, even inside that 1 yard line. You knew Bergen was going to catch that thing, go right up the middle to give the Cats a 3-point lead, potentially 4 after the Drew Johnson extra point.
What a confidence builder this game would be if it ends up in a win for the Bobcats. Struggled kind of all night. It was a pitcher's duel, and you come away somehow with the win. The extra point is good. So the Aberdeen Central Golden Eagles would have to score a touchdown to win this one with with 14 seconds remaining on the clock. The Bobcats will kick it back to Aberdeen Central. When we return, you're listening to Bobcats football, powered by Brookings Auto Mall and presented by Cubby's Sports Bar and Grill on the Brookings Radio Sports Network. Bobcats football powered by Brookings Auto Mall and presented by Cubby's Sports Bar and Grill. 14-10 Bobcats. This one's been a nail biter all night long. Defensive struggle, a defensive battle, and the Bobcats come up with a score. 1 yard run for a touchdown, and the Wildcat for Bergen Tetzlaff. He's got both of the Bobcats touchdowns tonight. 14 seconds remaining. Drew Johnson has it teed up on the 40, kicking it right to left from our vantage point here. Carson Borg and Preston Welke, the deep men. It's a low, bouncing kick up the middle, and it works its way all the way back to the 11 somehow. Borg picks it up. He'll be tackled at the 14. What a
communication there almost, yeah.
As nobody knew who should pick it up, and it ended up back inside the 15, and they pick it up and they get back to the 14. So with now 8 seconds remaining, they'll have to go long distance to try to come up with a score here. 86 yards. And put the ball near the right hash. Golden Eagles do have 3 timeouts remaining, but only 8 seconds to move the ball 86 yards and somehow come up with a win. Bobcats secondary is playing deep. 3-man rush. 4 linebackers, 4 defensive backs. Very deep on the field. Bowman in the pistol, 4 wide, 3 to the left of him. The wide side of the field, that's the far side. Rolling out to his left, Bowman. Setting up, throwing deep. Down the seam, and it's going to be picked off. Center fielder took it away. Trying to get a number.
20, I think.
That is number 20, Jaden Hale. The 5'11", 155-pound senior defensive back seals the game for the Bobcats, and there's no time.
The game is over.
That will do it. The Bobcats escape here at home, 14-10 over the Aberdeen Central Golden Eagles. They scored that final touchdown with just 14 seconds left on a Wildcat run by Bergen Tetzlaff. And getting down on his knee and giving the cross, sign of the cross, was Gavin Anderson, quarterback for the Bobcats. I think that's the sentiment for Bobcats fans all around. 14-10, the Bobcats win. We'll take a break and slide into your post game here. While I believe have an interview with head coach of the Bobcats, Carter Gordon, later. We'll give our thoughts on the game along with Alec Johnson and myself. We'll get some unofficial stats, and we'll give scores of other games going on in high school football here tonight as well. Before we close up shop, we'll pick our Outlaw Graphics player of the game as well. Our player of the game gets a t-shirt from Outlaw Graphics which says player of the game on it. So we'll do that before closing up shop. We'll take a break here, and we'll be back with the post game. The Bobcats improved to 2-1, and they drop Aberdeen Central to 0-3 with a 14-10 win here at Dana J. Dykow Stadium. You're listening to Bobcats football, powered by Brookings Auto Mall and presented by Cubby's Sports Bar and Grill on the Brookings Radio Sports Network.
Nowadays I get what I want. Lately been spinning a bag. Addicted to getting that cash. Addicted to popping them tags. Money was made made for the sad. Now my ex calling back. Saw me come up out the random. Didn't wait long, now that throwing tantrum. Friends fell in love when I fell into fame. In my DMs talking about hey handsome. I know that they hate me and want me for ransom. It's nothing new, I won't give it to that. I eat the hate up and spit it right back. My lyrics like bullets, I'm shooting yo. Women come and go with the cat. You gon' learn and learn it fast. They gon' fold them to ass. I get my medicine straight out the bag. I'm a prospect, not from earth. I feel like a marsh. Matter of fact, I came from a starship. My bed feel like a coffin. Not waking up. If I run into ops, I'm off. I don't know if you think that you stop it. What I got going on? Gotta send me with auto on. This ain't no auto correct. Bitch is a threat. Now I'm coming at your neck. That cute like a pet. Sound like a Pop-Tart. Act like they got no heart. Y'all be the ones that's pretending. Insecurities, they always offended. Mad about it.